nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing?
Bolster. Bolster.
That's odd.
Bolster. Bolster.
I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Mud Zone.
Spooky.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Is that a party here?
Ho, ho, ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Immerse yourself in all it contains, in all its glory and flair. Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth. Planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Singe Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it, would you rather do without it? The earth's a center, the sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target? With a rocket, I'm not hard to get along with, just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant, you want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit, we never do get hit by comments. I know you want it, just leave another useful comment. NASA lost it, the earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat. And there is a bunch of us. The glow is munching on a bunch of snuffle up because you think it's cute, then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat, why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best, that's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew, don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids, and asteroids too. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it.
The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
Please, don't forget to tip your waitress.
Bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow. Mud. You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override start. Expires 10 minutes.
Yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high. Airplanes are literally littering in the sky while you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spending these ends with the pyramid. I'm fucking serious. This is no time to question me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them shit high. If you're on my team, if you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud, throw your hands up in the air. If you're on my team. I used to see anticipation dripping from your freaking face, written in 15 different languages. It was amazing, kid. Nowadays the shit looks like it's misradiant. It's all been erased and stripped from our relationship. Your face is sick, like I just made you lick. A contagion, growing impatient. Your days eclipsed by an alien. The way your skin guess I'll just check the tail end of the failed friendship we had way back, like a whale fin. And now the elephants in the room, and they pale in comparison to the pain I'm sharing, and it's embarrassing. About to get the kerosene and burn up everything we shared, and then up in flames. This is not a fucking game. Yo, there it went, there it went. It's embarrassing, but yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high. Airplanes are literally littering in the sky, while you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spin in these ends with the pyramid eye. I'm fucking serious, no time to question me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear to her as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them if you're on my team. If you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud. If you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud.
We did it. I think we're live. Can you hear me, Singe? You there? I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Hold on, let me see. Unmute. All right, there you go. Now talk.
Are we live? Let me send you something here.
Live. Oh, now I lost you. It's always glitchy at first, huh?
Let's see if we're in here. Let's see if Ray's around. I've been over here.
I can hear you.
The data. Okay. Yeah, Warriors.
I noticed
I'm
that.
putting in data for NASA over here. They're gonna do this. You know how it is. Oh, hey, Ray. Oh, there you are. I see you coming on my screen now. There you are.
Oh, you couldn't see me before?
Negative.
It's always glitchy as fuck with Restream at the beginning. It's always glitchy,
volume.
dude.
There it is.
Who do we got here? Can you hear me now?
Test.
Can you hear me?
Raise it up a little bit.
Raise it up. How am I going to raise it up?
Better.
You raise it.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
How am I going to
talking to the control room?
Oh. Nancy, raise the power. Nancy.
Got it. It's working out good there. Hail, Warriors.
Hail.
This is NASA. Wait.
Let's see who we got here. I'm looking for the chat. It's not. Do you see chat? I see one person.
I love chat. I'm all about the chat. When I'm in the chat, dude, I'm like Mr. Chat. Hey.
Why can't I see it?
So what we got is, what's next? We have chat coming on in.
Memory Man. We have Valley Parks. Steppenwolf. B. Hendricks.
Steppenwolf. Good man.
Carol Herring, no longer on the ball. Twilight Nights, Digidog. That's what I see so far.
Valley Parks. I see Valley Parks. I see Memory Man. I see Scott Level Realm. Hail Warriors. This is Sparta, or what is left of it.
I don't
We're
like
about ready to fill our truth pipes. And we're going to smoke. Amitabha. Hey, let's go.
Yes.
Go.
Let's go.
Well, I don't know. What are we doing here tonight, Mr. Ray?
Well,
we're going to take over the world, or try to take over the world.
Yes, we are going to take over the world. I don't know. I'm just kind of bored. No, I'm stressed out because I see the chat up there popping up on the screen, right? But my chat's not here for me, dude. It's not under chat. I can't see
on here.
Well, I
think we got not working over here either.
Rorian, what's up?
I think.
Oh, it's not working on your side either?
The walls are thick here. They're really thick walls.
Why does it say Boston Ray under? Why does it say Boston Ray under your name?
See, hey, control room, can you please change my name? Hold on.
Nancy, this is unacceptable.
Please change.
Unacceptable.
Please-
Zero tolerance politics
Thank
in this shit. Yeah.
I think they got it.
We're trying to run a tight. I'm trying to run a tight ship here. All right. So, yeah, you know, maybe, you know, for new channels, you know, this is all right. This is acceptable. But for us, no bueno.
No, not funny, Singeman. Just Singeman. Thank you. Ha ha.
I hold
They're
I
funny
hold
out there.
Singeman
They try
to
to
a
make
higher
jokes.
regard than most people. No, I'm just joking. All right, let me see.
No, he's not joking. No.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
I tend to be a guru these days. You know what? I'm getting white hairs in my beard now. So I'm like, it must be wisdom. Wisdom is showing upon my face.
Yeah. So how was your day, Singe man? Pretty good?
Pretty good. I got my car back after it breaking down.
Nice.
But when I broke it
Nice.
down, I was like pulled into a parking lot. So I wasn't on the street. I've broke down in the worst spots at the worst time of day. So it was no big deal. Just cost me some money and it's okay. I'm back on the road. And now it's running better than ever. So yes.
Well, tonight I thought we would go over the fact that all the fucking space agencies are fake. Every single one of them. There's no exception. Okay. Doesn't matter what country it is. Every single agency, because space is fake and the earth is flat. And we're,
however, can I have is it okay to have a favorite fake space agency? Like, which is my favorite fake space
Oh, yeah.
agency?
Out of all the fake. Yeah. Which one's your
Okay,
favorite
that's
one?
it.
Go ahead.
China.
China?
Yes.
I'll vote for India. I'll take India for
It is
200.
pretty good too.
200 pesos in Dominican. Yo, so anyway, ready? Earth is flat. 13 votes.
What you gonna do about it?
All right, so look at this. All right, so this is the let me see if I can get this to go bigger. So I seen this pop up in my feed, right?
Drew Duncan's in the
other day.
house. Sifanelli's in the
Yeah,
house. Ellen
Why can't I make this
Nordstrom.
go bigger?
Do you see your shot yet? We got some Drew Duncans going on. We got some Sues. We got some Valley Parks. We got
Nice.
the level realm of Scottness.
Lost my sound. Way to drop the fucking ball.
Drop the bomb. Boom, baby. Boom. Drop it now. Drop it real low. We were all grooving down here. So I'm over here, as you can see behind me. I'm in the rotation area regarding it. I'm 24-hour security right now regarding. They also.
So it's picking me up. I just can't hear it.
It's pretty good. Pretty fun. What's up? What's going on? What you can't hear?
Yeah, hold on.
I got an echo.
To the computer. But
I know. I have an answer for this.
hold on. My mic's fucked up.
This hour is brought to you by.
I know, right? Well, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, is this a commercial for Verizon? Can you hear me now?
I'm just gonna have to do that. I'm just not gonna use the microphone.
Brought to you by Verizon. Can you hear me now? We got the lo-fi coming in strong. Low. Boom.
All right.
how we entertain ourselves down here in NASA. Actually, space camp. I'm sorry. I'm not at NASA. I'm actually at space camp.
Why can't I make the
Hey, I get some good feedback there. Are you mixing some sounds?
No, but all right. I guess that's as big as it's gonna let me make it. All right.
Wow,
Dude,
that
that whole
sounds
time-
horrible. What you got going on, bro? How
What
is
do you
that
mean?
chat? Does it sound great? Drew Duncan, what do you think about Ray's audio? How is that? Groovy down
My
there?
audio sucks.
Is it really not? No, I'm not digging it, Daddy. I'm not digging it.
All right. All right. Nope. We're gonna have to fix the audio then.
I'm slipping back in the 60s real quick. Slipping back 60s now. Put the low file. Wow, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have to play a song for a minute and fix my audio soon. Sorry, guys.
I can understand him, or whatever you want to do.
This shit off.
It's not
fucking glove. No, no, no. It's not a fucking glove. It's not a fucking glove. It's not a fucking glove. No, no.
Space, the boundary of human achievement, the new frontier.
It's just a cough.
Yeah, right. And the Earth is flat.
All right. Now talk, Singe. I think I can hear you. No, you're muted now. Unmute yourself.
Oh, there you are. I think I just figured it out.
What the fuck? Dude, that's so weird. It's like
I gotta take that panel off right there.
makes no sense.
Little manual. I gotta take the panel off over there. Okay, so Mr. Boston Ray, how you doing today? We love you. Love you.
No, it's doing it again, dude. I just had everything working over here, and it was coming out of the thing, and now it's like your audio. Can you hear me?
Chat. What do you got going on, sir? Yes, I can, sir.
Yeah,
that's affirmative.
All right. Okay, how's my audio sound?
It's much better, sir. Just prove.
Are you sure? That's the chat.
I still get a slight echo from me. It sounds like mono stereo.
Hey, keep them busy. Give them a shout out. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Well, the walls are thick here. I told you they have thick walls here. You know, it's hard to get any connection here. So can you? Hey, chat. Can you hear this? Can you hear that? Hear that, chat? Let me see. I gotta read this. Bearsworth in the house. Just JP. Drew Duncan. They can't hear that. Okay, let's see what I can do. I'm still learning how to use it, but I can do some stuff. Let's see what I can do. Pull off. DJ Synth. Yeah, check this out. I can't get my beat going right now. I'm figuring it out, but I can mess around with the keyboard for a minute here. Yeah. What's the one? Check this out.
All right.
JP, what up? I'm just having some tech issues. I'm getting it together though. Okay. I got it.
Yeah, switch up to the sound. But you know,
technology sucks.
I'm learning how to do it. Oh, I love it.
You love technology. You love technology.
When it works, when it doesn't work, no, not very much. Correct. You're right.
All right.
It is
back on track.
A contender. Hey,
we could just do a whole.
sir, I can hear you fine, sir.
All right.
Your sound sounds very good, sir.
Yeah, it's fine now. I know.
Are you new to
Fine.
this? Thank
So
you.
check
sir.
this out. Okay. So this
Oh,
was a
you're
photo
new.
that I
Okay.
took. I mean, that I found, that I seen pop up on my feed. And it was 40 years ago. People believe, America's this iconic photo, Bruce, whatever his name is, something of, I don't know. It's fake. It's fake.
Oh, Bruce.
It's
yeah.
fake. It's fake. Look.
Well, then his name doesn't matter very much. Boom, baby.
But anyway, I took a vote on it. And
it's not working. My thing's not working. You broke it.
it was like,
You broke my beatbox. I gotta get a new one.
there it goes. All right, I said real photo.
Shut this down. I think it's
100% CGI fake.
Too much power going.
92% said 100% CGI fake, and 8% of people still think that this photo is real. See if I can get in there.
Well, if TV told them it wasn't, they might change their mind.
Here's a closer look, dude. Okay. Now, I know it's kind of small. I mean, I can get it up really big if I really wanted to, but maybe I should.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a sound bite right there.
That's what she said.
Someone's gonna.
Yeah. See, astronaut Bruce McCandless II. Okay.
As RFP would say, Can you hear what I'm showing you? Can you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you hear what I'm showing you? Can you see what I'm saying? RFP.
Who?
Work my beatbox. Why isn't it working? What the hell? What button do I have to push? See? I don't know what button to push. You broke it.
Yeah, this was it, I think.
Hey,
yeah, here we go. Hey, look, here we go. Astronaut Bruce
shut everything down.
First ever untended space work. Look,
Shut it all down.
look at him. Okay. Look. I can see somebody in the reflection of his thing. Look at that.
I can see clearly now.
Oh, look, I can make it bigger. What is that? In the reflection. Okay. First of all, does anyone see anything wrong with this? What do you see? I'll tell you what I see.
It's a very small picture.
Let me tell you what I noticed right off the bat. Right off the bat.
Can't see
There's
the
no
picture.
stars. Okay?
We can't
There's
see
no
the picture.
fucking- Where are the stars?
We need a full screen picture. What do you got? What is that?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
There you go. Thank you.
There you go. Look. Okay, we can do this all day. Okay. No stars.
There you go. Leave it there.
So
Or you can zoom in further, but that's good enough.
Yeah. What's in his helmet?
There
Look,
you
there's
go.
no stars in his helmet either. In the reflection. No stars.
There's a big.
Okay.
There's a light or something. You have to look closer at it, I think.
It literally looks like they just photoshopped a picture of a guy in a spacesuit. Look, why is he sitting in a chair with a little? All right, what does the spacesuit do?
That's a jetpack, so that you don't get lost in space.
Third
You
question.
Fly away.
third question. Where are the land masses? Where are the land masses? But Earth is just a ball
out of the
water
frame.
with just clouds. That's all.
They
we
just
got
happen
is
to be out of
clouds.
frame at this moment, and the ones that are in frame are too far down. You can't see them. They're too small. And with that grain of camera,
So
I'm pretty good at this. Huh?
yeah, this came up in my feed. This was
I've
like,
heard them all say these things.
untethered. Look, astronaut Bruce
Sounds
Buchanan
good.
II,
I mean,
one of
it really
two
sounds good. But then
STS-41
when you add up everything else, you're like, oops.
mission specialist participating in a historic spacewalk is a few meters away from the cabin of the
Ooh,
Earth
that's most
orbiting space shuttle Challenger in the 70mm frame on February 7th, 1984. So that was like,
Can I just
all right,
say, Earth orbiting spaceship Challenger, 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 Earth orbiting spaceship Challenger. Is that 10 times? That's pretty
so
good.
keep in mind that this was 1984. That's the year I was born, dude. That's like 40 years ago. You know, this is like the 40-year anniversary. That's why February 7th, it just passed. The spacewalk represented the first use of a nitrogen-propelled hand-controlled device called the Manned Maneuvering Unit, the MMU, which allows for greater mobility than that afforded previous spacewalkers who had
Once
the
again,
space,
they're
previous
very
spacewalkers.
what a wonderfully
Spacewalkers. Yes.
beautiful original name. I mean, the name is original. What?
Who had to use
Crazy.
restrictive tethers? Robert L. Stewart later tried out the MMU McCandless is using here.
They're geniuses. Wow. I'm amazed.
I mean, it's friggin' ridiculous. And the other one, it just literally looks like they just took like a fake space guy and pasted it in. I mean, okay, so that, I was showing this to my dad. Shout out to my dad. And he was like, yeah, yep, it's definitely fake. He was like, and he's old, and he was looking at it like, yeah, it's fake. And I'm like, yeah. So I was like, we should just do a show like tonight showing how fake all the space agencies are, because it's not just like NASA. It's not just the European Space Agency. It's not just the Chinese. It's not just the India. It's not just friggin' SpaceX, Virgin Galactic, whatever you want to call them. Space Force, the Space Force. It's all a bunch of...
Okay, share, screenshot, everybody.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
What's up? Screenshot? What, you got one?
I'm sitting still because my green screen sucks. So take a screenshot of me pointing at my NASA thing.
You want me to?
Screenshot. No, I'm talking to everybody in the world. The millions of people that watch this.
I can do it if you want.
Screenshot. What are you talking about? Shut up. You're not on the Truman Show. Oh yeah, you are on the Truman Show.
I am on the Truman Show.
Do your own Truman Show. Don't play mine.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, so I wanted to go over that. Pretty much beat that in the head.
He always forgets that I'm crazy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm dealing with Sinjman. That's right."
All right. So, yeah. So I saw this one. I mean, the quality isn't that great on this stuff, but yeah, we're not going to do that. I don't want to play a shitty quality.
Mr. Philip K. Dickmonius.
Yeah, this one was pretty good. I saw this pop up. I think this popped up today, actually. I don't know. We'll see. This one was... I was watching this because I got to take a quick bathroom break, so we're going to play this for a second.
Space astronaut, and look at this. I see zoom. Let's do a zoom. I see something in the helmet, like a guy with a camera. Is this like a studio? Hey, Mr. Spaceman, I am in space. I am floating in space. The Earth is a spinning ball with cold water, and that's a guy in my helmet. Hey, I just want to respect space and the camera operator. Now let's see space. What are stars? Read the Vibes of Cosmos books. Very important Vibes of Cosmos. Stars are the imprints of the bottoms of the ocean. So the depths, the great depths of the bottom of the ocean and the energy spots of the land. The imprint comes through from the black sun underneath. It imprints the bottom of the ocean and the land, and that imprint as an X-ray into the dome, which is electromagnetic in nature. It's not like a perfect glass or whatever. It's electromagnetic in several layers, and that's why the stars don't move. You always see them in the same place, the constellations and everything, because there's nothing moving in space. They're just the imprints, like an X-ray, and the moon is the X-ray map. Super simple. So, Vibes of Cosmos, thank you very much. The guy is a genius, or that group of people. Now, planes fly level across the plane. Just take this as a graphical representation of real life science and simple common sense versus fairy tale science fiction, and the rest you can read by yourself. So I just had to put this here because we're speaking about the sky and the stars and space, and oh gosh, I feel so healthy when I breathe the good old white stuff on the blue sky. Definitely that's something very good and tasty and delicious in my nose regarding that. So
put it out
regarding
there.
gravity,
Like, if you're
because you
not
speak
here,
about
you
the sky
slept
and
on the late
everything
night.
else, whenever
If
you
you're
speak
not
about
here,
gravity,
you
just
slept
show
on
him
the
the
late night.
9-layer density tower, density and buoyancy, and we live in the same environment, which is air, which is a liquid, so it's the environment, and we fall through this environment just like we float in water, depending on the density of water, of course, and then you have the density tower, and that's why things float. Lower the density.
Oh, yeah, we get it. Okay. There you go. Density tower. Cut them off right there. Oh, you got your green screen going? Good for you, Singe. All right. So let me just do this real quick. Let me put the link out anyway. If anybody, we're going to do an open panel tonight. Anybody want to come on? Do that. Boom. Because I would have forgot. I would have never did it. All right. There's the link. And then, so this is what I'm going to do. We'll start off with NASA, I guess. Okay. Since it's a new year, just put the year. Boom. All right. What have they done so far? We got news here. No, I want to see videos. Okay.
I didn't think it worked that easy. Almost had it.
Yeah, did you get it?
Almost. Just like,
So. I'm just looking to see if I can find something. Okay. Here we go. Artemis moon mission. Why not?
NASA is heading back to the moon, but
Okay, so that was just CGI.
this time, instead of taking one step, they're hoping for a much longer stay.
Yeah. I'm not going to play the audio so they don't kill me. So let's see. Yeah. You know, people believe this. This was the Apollo. And it's like, okay. Back in the 60s, Nixon called the moon from his office. They had a moon buggy that they just drove around. They had the technology to even like live shoot this. Was it live? 1972. All right, they're playing golf on the moon. This is like the actual footage. So rockets, right? They go up in the air and they explode just like that, or they land in the ocean. They don't go anywhere. They don't leave. This video kind of sucks. I'm trying to find like actual footage. Hold on.
okay, I see. I got the screen behind me now. It's a start.
Yeah. 2 days ago. Here we go. Can you see this? Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. NASA braves another moon landing.
How's that? Now look at me. Ooh. Look, I even have a shadow. What? Now you can see me. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom. I'll get my screen better.
Good for you. NASA braves another moon landing attempt, this time with a 1 million mission 118 on the line. Where's the videos, dude? So, yeah.
Now you can even see my motorcycle scar.
Here we go. NASA TV. Here we go. NASA's. See Mars like never before. All right. Here we go.
Rock and roll. Hey, I got that one in the chat. You put right. You have two in chat. Back up on you, sir. Sir, coming in loud, clear. Hey, NASA, there is not a problem. NASA, repeat, there is not a problem.
Can you see this, Singe? Mars 2020 Perseverance surface update and what it's like to land on Mars.
I was so excited in 2016. I was so excited.
So,
and then 2017.
I remember Mars 2012, dude. I remember Mars 2012, dude. What happened to Mars 2012?
2016. Dude, I was like, I'm gonna get to know some of these people online, and maybe they'll take some of my artwork to Mars, and looking like have my artwork in their little pods as they survive.
So,
and as they create a new humanity on Mars. I actually thought that. See, I'm willing to admit it and laugh at it. Okay. Isn't that cool?
So
why can't you? I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Why can't you laugh at it?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
People get all bent out of shape. It's like if you can accept that you've been lied to, then you easily level up.
All right. So
leveling up. It's all about leveling up.
What is all right? Real quick, Singe.
No.
Real quick. Real quick. What is that? What is that robot on the screen remind you of? Anything?
Hold on.
Let's ask the chat. Hold on.
Wait, let me ask
myself. Just you, everybody. Let's get the chat involved in this. What does that robot remind you of? Anything?
Which robot? Is it from the robot movie? He's
getting warmer.
There's like trash everywhere, on the ground. Wally. He reminds me of Wally.
Not Wally. No, was it Wally? No, was that his name?
Yeah, look at Wally.
Short Circuit 2. Oh, boom, baby. Short Circuit. Look.
Okay, let me see Short Circuit. Show me a picture.
It's up on the screen.
Look. No, I mean a Short Circuit. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Because I think he looks like Wally.
Look, actual net. Is Short Circuit Wally? Look, this was out in the 80s.
Robot.
Same fucking thing. So basically,
things not working. Okay. Work.
Let's do it again. Look, there's the thing that they're saying is on Mars. There's Short Circuit. Okay, let's see. Let's get a better one. Look.
You're showing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Nice.
There it is.
Okay, I'm looking it up. Nice. So he kind of looks like Wally.
Look, he even has a laser on his shoulder, dude. He's got a laser on his shoulder.
They probably copied Wally from him because Wally's much later than this. He's totally like Wally. Oh, I remember I saw this movie where he flaps his eyes over like that. Yeah.
Johnny Five was his name, dude. Johnny
Five. Wally's kind of like that.
Johnny Five is his name, Singe. Not
Wally's
Wally.
a cartoon.
Who's Wally?
I loved it.
Who's Wally, dude?
It's the cartoon where the people are really fat on the spaceship because they don't have to do anything. They get really fat in their little chairs that float everywhere, and they have like special days where today is the color red, and you hit a little button and your shirt turns red.
So let me just explain real quick. Let me just break it down what they've done here.
And then you bought everything from the thing called Buy and Large. That's the name of the company. Buy and Large.
Can I break this down real quick, Singe? All right, you ready? Check this out. What they've done here is, okay, this is a movie. This was fiction. This came out in the 80s. Or maybe 80s when I was a kid. And it wasn't real. But people are like, oh, one day they'll have robots in the future, right? This is what they're trying to pass off as reality now, right? So, like, basically, like, people are like, yeah, this is real. This is real. That's what people believe, that this is real. They really have this fucking thing on Mars. They're remote controlling Johnny Fives from Earth. I can't even get a good signal here to do this live stream. This thing was a mess the whole entire
No,
time.
you don't understand. It's programmed in. It's following the program, dude.
Well, what they've done is they've blurred the lines between what you see on television and in movies and in social media and what you see and what is actual reality, which is fake. And they're basically like, oh, like we've seen it on TV. They softened your mind. They're like, all right, you've seen it on TV. So now when they see it in real life.
Like how they landed it. When they landed it, they're like, or
this is not going to look
so
weird to them.
when they're landing it. They're like they're so proud. Their little nerdy asses are so happy.
Get my point? All right, let's watch it.
Hey, buddy.
Let's see what they got going on here. Surface update. What it's like to land on Mars. Nobody's landed on Mars yet. How do they know what it's like to land on Mars?
And Justin Mack.
Are we going to show anything here? No.
That was around
Nothing. Look, they're wearing masks. Oh my God. Nothing there. No. First moon landing. NASA releases new video. Oh, let's.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Video unavailable. Yeah, go ahead, Singe. Okay. Oh my God. And they're pushing the UFO agenda, obviously. Because that just backs up the fact that space is real, you know. Like, you know, there's UFOs. NASA's space. Is this? Let's see what's this. This is actual footage. Okay.
First, of course, I want to tell you that a lot of preparations have brought us to this point, including a dry dress rehearsal and a static fire of the rocket earlier this week, for those of you who are following along. You also know we stood down from yesterday's launch attempt for additional data reviews, but for now, all systems are looking good for launch.
This is ridiculous. They got these people just sitting there like that. Look, what is this thing? Nobody really knows what any of these things do. Let's see.
I think there were 7, but maybe there's a combined. I don't know.
You might be onto something there.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to take another look at that license plate.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're
Oh,
doing.
right, you're standing right there.
No, I mean, you know, they will be talking. It's a little bit difficult for them because they have the helmet in and they're trying to get the phone handle in there. You know, it's not a small cell phone. This is an old school real landline, kind of like a payphone. Looks like if you remember those, Daryl. I mean, we remember those, but you know, some people
So ridiculous.
watching might not remember those.
I
Look at him waving.
He's waving. He's wants.
He's waving.
The cameras as well. I'm sure he's waving to his wife and 3 children.
This is first time for an ESA astronaut to be in the pilot position in a Dragon. So Andreas getting
here we go.
known as
So
7.
I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So they basically like
Eastern time.
they have the rocket.
In Florida.
It's like a magic show.
And we're showing you live coverage here at the
Let me
Kennedy
see if I can
Space Center.
find it.
I'm NASA's Daryl Nail, joined by NASA astronaut Jessica Meir, giving us some great insight tonight. If you'd like to ask a question of Jessica, just jump on our social media channels, Facebook, X, and YouTube. Put in the hashtag NASA. You can see at the bottom of your screen.
All right. Yeah.
And we'll get that question on the air.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna let this play.
Here's some helicopters.
So what they do is they strap them in. Okay. They show us the rocket. They tell everybody that you're gonna stand like 3 to 5 miles away. because I mean the sound alone will melt you, but the vibration from the sound, you know. But the thing is, they want us to believe that they strap these people in some stupid suit in the top right here. So they come up to the thing and they put the people in the top, right? And they strap them in, and they show everybody us strapping them in, like, you know, they're in, almost like Houdini, you know, and then like you know, like when they lock Houdini up and they put him in a thing, and then everybody, you know, is watching. So everybody's watching. They lock them in. Really, there's a slide in there, right? And they slide all the way down this huge slide really fast. And in the bottom right here, there's what they call the rubber room. And they're safe in there. The astronauts are safe under there because it's armored. You don't believe me? Boom, the rubber room. Wow.
This is a NASA engineer trying to fix a hydrogen leak just before the launch of Apollo 11. The scary thing is, he is 60 meters up and standing right next to a partially fueled Saturn V. At launch, the Saturn V contained over 2,500 tons of propellant. If the rocket suddenly exploded, it would have the force of an atomic bomb, and everyone at the pad would be killed. But if there was an
everyone would be dead. All right, so this
emergency that gave them time to react, like an uncontrolled fuel leak, there was a chance that they could survive. Located 12 meters below the launch pad is a place called the Rubber Room, a 1960s bunker that was designed to save astronauts and crew in the...
They're saying that it's designed to save... No, it was designed to save them from them going down from when they take off and the rocket lands in the ocean or explodes, one of the two. Explodes and then lands in the ocean.
Event of a disaster. We modeled the entire thing, and in this video, we're going to look at what's inside the bunker and how a group of 20 people could survive in here for several days.
20 people could survive in there for several days, dude. I mean, several days to them, I could probably live in there for months.
We'll also be giving away this awesome Space Shuttle framed print.
I want it.
So stick around to the end of the video to see how you could win.
Yes.
If the Saturn V had exploded on the pad, it would have created a fireball that was half a kilometer wide.
Okay. A fireball that's half a kilometer wide. Would you get in the top of that thing? Would anybody get in the top of, like, and take off?
And over 1,000 degrees in temperature. And so, in the event of an imminent disaster, workers at the pad would immediately have to make their way to the bunker. But the bunker was buried deep beneath the concrete pad. Yes. So, how did they actually get there?
Slide. I'm calling it slide.
The crew had to make their way to Level A inside the mobile launch platform, the massive two-story structure that supported the Saturn V. Once it arrived at the pad, a small hatch in the platform would connect to a structure that stuck out from the launch pad. This was a 60-meter-long slide that started inside the platform and went down through the concrete launch pad until it reached the bunker.
Come on. I called it.
At the top of the slide, a sprinkler would spray the crew with water to help them slide down the chute more easily. In just seconds.
Brilliant. They even have water to spray down to help them go faster so that they don't hold anything up or get stuck up in the tube.
They would start to pick up an immense amount of speed as they plummeted into the depths of the launch pad. After falling down a steep drop, they would burst into a place known as the Rubber Room. This room was lined by thick walls of rubber.
Thick walls of rubber.
In order to absorb the energy from an explosion. The rubber at the end of the slide.
Look at him. Look at him. He's so fucking happy, but he's like, hey, like the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy.
It was also designed to slow the crew down, but this didn't always work. During testing, the water would build up at the bottom of the slide, and instead of slowing them down, it caused them to slide all the way to the end at an incredible speed.
Nice.
One worker actually broke several bones in his body after crashing into the end. From here, the crew would make their way through this enormous blast.
Dude, that thing would throw them down at such force it would break several bones of their body.
Proof door where the actual bunker was. This room hasn't been accessible.
And this is CGI too, so I don't know. You know, like this is what NASA's showing you.
For decades, and only a handful of people have been allowed to enter. One thing that is very accessible, though, is the range of interesting documentaries on Curiosity Stream.
Shut up. Is it over? No, I don't think so. Maybe. No. Here we go. Get out of there. Get out of here. All right.
Would strap themselves into. The dome itself was made out of super thick steel and concrete, capable of surviving a blast pressure of up to 500 psi.
Wow.
To put this into perspective, the blast pressure from an explosion starts to become lethal for humans at around 40 psi. In order to protect everyone inside from the immense shock.
Oh, it would kill us at 40 psi, but it's 500 psi. Okay? That's like 6 times what we can handle, at least.
The entire floor was floating on a series of 24 giant springs. These disconnected the room from the surrounding concrete, meaning the vibrations had less material to travel through. The blast from an explosion could cause an acceleration of up to 75 Gs, roughly double what you'd expect to feel in a car crash. These springs would absorb most of that acceleration and reduce it to just 4 Gs, keeping the crew inside perfectly safe. But if a large explosion occurred, it would create a shockwave so immense that it would travel all the way down the slide in an instant and kill the crew inside. That's where these enormous blast-proof doors came in. Made from several inches thick steel, these doors would seal the crew inside and protect them.
Blast-proof door. Blast-proof door.
Them from the shockwaves. These could be locked from either side by turning a wheel which caused 8 giant pins to hook into the wall.
They got it all.
Once the crew were
8 pins
locked inside, they would remain in their seats and wait until the danger had passed. But with up to 20...
So they just slide down the slide and they sit in there and wait for the danger to pass. So what they're doing is like, all right, so that's what, just like I told you. So that's what this is. Okay.
We talked about the crew and how they'll be performing many groundbreaking science experiments.
Okay.
Our astronauts.
This is like the actual footage from NASA.
And then they'll come back down, and one of the traditions we've just started to see now is the astronauts coming back to the Kennedy Space Center to talk to the folks that help support the mission. There's a lot of.
How's it going, Ronnie?
Is he gonna show it? Here we go.
Thanks, Jesse. We are still looking good for an on-time launch just over 20 minutes from now, and we'll keep monitoring all the vehicle systems. There we heard the call out for RP1 load complete on stage 2.
So,
that means
before
we are,
this thing even takes off, they're in the rubber room.
Both Dragon and Falcon 9
And it's
continue to be
basically
healthy,
just a
and we're not
pyrotechnic
tracking
show.
any major issues at this time. Right now, we're continuing to prep the vehicle for flight, and
believe it.
propellant loading began at T-minus 35 minutes. We also heard the call out a few minutes ago that the launch escape system is now armed. The range, which is monitoring keep-out zones and among other key flight requirements, also continues to report no issues, and they are go to support
Nice. We
launch
got a lot
today.
of people.
Weather also looks good, and we are still tracking just a 5% chance of violation at our T0 time. But as a reminder, today we have an instantaneous launch window, driven by the orbital mechanics constraints of 2 spacecraft meeting in orbit. Fun fact, the technical term for that meeting is called a rendezvous.
Yeah.
So at this point, if we
Rendezvous.
hear a hold for any reason, we will have to stand down tonight because of that instantaneous launch window, and instead target our backup opportunity, which is tomorrow at 3:04 a.m. Eastern Time. But for now, with all systems go, let's turn it back over to Courtney for a status update from Houston.
Thanks, Ronnie. The flight controllers here in Mission Control Houston are ensuring that the space station is ready to receive Dragon. They're also checking all communication links between the station, Dragon, and the ground are working properly. And right now, everything is proceeding as planned. Teams here in Mission.
All right. The control room. It's like, what are all these people even doing? You know what I mean? It's like they need this, like, just look at them. Is that Singe? Is he back? There you go. What's up, dude? Ugh.
Okay, so yeah.
So what do you think about the control room?
Mission Control
Mission
Houston.
Control. What do you think about Mission Control on the screen? What do you think? I'm taking a 2-second.
Docking of Dragon tomorrow.
Man, I can't see anything still.
Which happens when the spacecraft enters the
My
approach
connection's
orbit
really
zone, which is an
bad.
invisible boundary that helps us monitor spacecraft arriving and departing. After docking, the crews will perform a series of leak checks, then work to open the hatches both on the Dragon side and inside the station's pressurized mating adapter. We expect hatch opening to happen about an hour and a half after docking. Once on board, the astronauts will be greeted by the space station crew and will then join in for opening remarks for the new crew members. Here in Mission Control, Flight Director Chris Dobbins is on console overseeing the team for launch, and Flight Director Judd Freeling will be on console tomorrow for docking. That's it from here in Mission Control Houston. I'll toss it back to the team in Florida. Daryl, how's it looking?
All right, thank you very much, Courtney. And if you just joined us, T-minus 17 minutes and counting from the 7th astronaut rotation mission to the International Space Station under NASA's Commercial Crew Program. Commander Jasmine Mogbelli, pilot Andreas Mogensen, Andy Mogensen, and mission specialist Satoshi Furukawa and Konstantin Borisov are strapped into their seats inside the Dragon Endurance. They're at the top of the rocket. Falcon 9 rocket fueling. That operation is well underway. Launch escape system is armed. Of course, that means Dragon is
off. Is it going to take off?
SpaceX, stand by for an update on the sensor. Teams are still discussing and looking for our path forward.
As you just heard there, SpaceX is looking at a sensor issue.
Wow. Okay.
And so trying to determine if the sensor is giving good data, good reading, or if...
Startup stage 2, LOX loading.
Here we go. All right.
If they're looking at something else.
All right. So I was checked. This was the all-women spacewalk. Okay. This is like their actual footage.
Good morning,
Look at that
Christine
thing.
and Jessica. On your DCMs, take your power switches to back, stagger switch throws, and expect a warning tone.
What do you think, Singe?
Yeah.
Look at this. Okay. So first of all, it's like, this is like all these controls and shit. Like, what do they do? What does all this shit do? Why is there so many fucking wires? Who the fuck would wire this shit up like that? Watch this.
First word today from Stephanie Wilson.
This guy's on a fucking harness, dude.
Continuing to help guide the spacewalkers through these final steps before they begin the spacewalk.
Check display switch.
Or it was filmed previously underwater, but
Tracy, how important is this help from the ground?
What do you think, Singe? Probably a harness. Or was you think he was underwater?
Absolutely.
Which one do you think they did on this one? Probably a harness, right?
EV1, EV2, 2 switches to off, OFM.
He's moving kind of slow.
I don't know, man.
Jessica have enough work with their hands and feet and their brain outside that it really helps to have someone like Stephanie.
Check power EV1, EV2, 4 LEDs are off.
Yeah. Who we got here? So this was.
On your
Hey,
DCM,
Bob, what up?
disconnect your SCUs from your DCMs and stow the SCUs in the
We
power.
got Bob. We got Hand World.
So not only does Stephanie
Valley Parks. Yeah, it's been kind of rough, Bob. It's like the technology isn't working great tonight, you know. But we got Drew Duncan made it too. Boom.
And with the battery power now on, the spacewalk has officially begun. We see that happening at 6:38 a.m. Central Time, a little ahead of schedule, about 12 minutes, but that gets us started on today's historic spacewalk. You also heard Andrew Morgan there wishing the crew luck.
I'll put the link out again if anyone wants to join us.
Join us on Lo-Fi Mud Night. We got the Lo-Fi Mud. Chap.
Jessica, check depress pump man ISO valve closed.
So
I'll say one more thing about the voice of Stephanie Wilson. She's a familiar voice to them.
Say what?
So
I'm ready to sleep on a late night.
Yeah, you getting tired?
Did you show my things yet? Let's show mine right there.
What do you got? Oh, the stuff you put in?
The ones in chat.
Harrison's.
I put 3 in there. Let's see.
You can screen share them if your computer will work.
No, one is Solar Wind. Yeah, I did the stock one, Solar Wind.
All right.
The other one is parody songs, but we should listen to the first song. We won't get a strike, I don't think.
Which one? Solar Wind? Oh, all right.
Yes.
Cool.
And the first one's a parody song. You can tell it's funny.
Moonland and hosts Apollo 22. Wind blows to the Nevada fake moon bay from the thunder rainstorm. Outside on the real moon, there is no atmosphere and no air wind blowing. Okay. So this is actually.
My thunder's still on.
They say.
Which makes me happy. Okay, if you could come and sprinkle the whole area with water, get rid of some of this dust. Houston, there's no dust on the probe except that which was on my hands.
The Heat Nation, Aurorian.
That must be solar wind.
Solar Wind.
Okay, copy that.
It must be
Solar Wind.
It must be.
Okay, hey,
you know how much energy?
That must be solar
give
wind.
them, right? Just cover this for 1 second. I need a 2-minute break again.
It's like
I gotta fix something.
It's like when you're in a room and there's no wind, there's no breeze. You light a candle, it still flickers. You know, why is it moving? Solar wind. I tell you, it's the heat from the solar wind molecules. They're heated up in the atmosphere as it travels from the sun. You see it? Well, I noticed. I learned this from a scientist.
That's just a sample of kind of dust we would have got, Jack. We hadn't had that thunder yesterday.
If you do a lot of hand motions as you talk,
okay, and Jack, what's
it
the
makes
heading
it
say?
more real.
We'll get the reading we need for the nav update.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Go back. Play back.
What, me? What happened? It's over?
Play back.
Well, what's this? NASA admits. Dude, let's see what this one is, huh? Oh, that was it? That was a second.
Back. I know you want to play back in. It's only 30 seconds. Do one more time. There you go.
Yeah. Why not?
My thunder's still on.
What up, Epi Nation?
Which makes me happy. Okay, if you could come and sprinkle the whole area with water, get rid of some of this dust. Houston, there's no dust on the probe except that which was on my hands. Okay, copy that. That must be solar wind.
Solar wind.
Okay, copy that.
Bullshit.
That must be solar wind.
Bullshit. Solar wind. You believe it?
Okay,
What up, Dragon
copy
Stage?
that.
Everybody thumb it up.
That must be solar wind.
It's kind of blurry, dude. I wish we had a better image. A better moment. That's why they probably did it. I don't know.
That's just a sample of kind of dust we would have got, Jack. We had that at Thunder yesterday. Okay.
Okay,
and Jack, what's the heading say? And we'll expect that we'll get the reading we need for the nav update.
No.
Why would he mention the dust in the first place? It's like, it's not important. Yeah, dude, you're on the moon. There's dust, okay? Shut the fuck, you know what I mean? Why would you mention the dust?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, did they tell you to mention every little speck of dust that happens? No, they didn't.
No.
If it was real and you were on the moon, you would expect there to be dust and stuff. Just like, what the fuck? They're so stupid.
So, all right. So that's that. And then let's check out. I don't know. Let's just start taking shots in the dark. Let's see. European Space Agency. See what they've been up to. European Space. I've seen some shit in the news lately, so that's why with them. Let's see what it was. I don't pay attention, but all right, videos. So I'm just gonna go through them all. It's the same shit. Them.
That we have around everywhere for the different racks. We have laptops for our daily work. We have laptops for the systems, all these kind of things. And what you see as well here is stowage. You see everywhere the room is used. So we have behind all these straps, we have stowage that goes 3 layers deep. And
bullshit.
It's always a challenge to find you things. So it's not only like this, it's also, for example, in a rack like this. So you can tilt these racks, and it's interesting to demonstrate.
He's just floating around in zero gravity right now.
This. So you can see that also behind there is cargo. Now this is a soft cover,
no
but
space.
You can also tilt the whole rack. So it's possible to move a whole rack. That requires, of course, some more work. That's clear.
Floating around. Look at all these wires.
Of our heart, our muscles, etc. And but we can also take blood samples. We have EEG, ECG. We have a centrifuge here for the blood samples. So this is, say, a mini hospital. And also here
they got a mini hospital. Yeah. They can fit a whole hospital in that one little room that they live in.
And one is here in the
compartment.
Lab. And with these monitors, you can see what's going on, what the arm is doing, and yeah, where the spaceship is, or the US part. So we go now to the Russian part of the space station, and we go first through the docking port, say the docking between the first Russian part and the first US part.
All right, so we've been in war with Russia and all these countries, but right now in space, everybody's friends, right? Like, so like, they're like neighbors. He has a port that goes to the Russian side, Let's see.
And that is the PMM. And it has a certain shape. It had to do with the docking of the space shuttle. So it goes a bit like a tube. And here we have our clothes, our washing cloths, dry wipes, white wipes, trousers, whatever you can think of, your personal hygiene stuff, toothbrushes, it's all here. So it's always an interesting place to fly through. And so follow me, and we go to the Russian segment. Immediately, there is a different sound, there's more noise, different colors, different style, docking mechanisms are different. So this is the front part of the FGB. The FGB was the first module that was launched. And so you see all these tubes here, so this is for ventilation between the US segment and the Russian segment.
So this is like in between the U.S. and the Russian. They have like a hallway where they can all just hang out. It's like halfway in between the two countries, you know.
You see the hatches here. We see on all the hatches we see this kind of sensors. So these sense the pressure. If there is a pressure loss somewhere, there will be an airflow, and this airflow will be registered. And this way we can see on the computers where the leak probably is. So everywhere we see these valves for closing the system, controlling.
Look at all those. Yeah. Okay.
Pressure. We see emergency equipment. We have gas masks.
You know, it's like I feel like I don't even have to say much. It just look at it. I mean, if you believe it,
we have fire extinguishers, cable cutters, and things like that.
Any of this is
all on strategic places, and of course communication.
So this is
for the Russian side. So from here.
Who's that? Oh, I missed it. Right there.
Docking module.
Yeah, docking module.
Here, spacewalks.
Spacewalks.
The US spacesuits.
Spacewalks.
2 windows. So from here you can also see planet Earth. And so these hatches will then, one of these hatches goes open for a Russian spacewalk. On this docking module, we have a Progress. So this is the Russian cargo ship. The Progress. So we have ATV, you have Dragon, HCV, and the.
So they're living in this inside this thing, supposedly, and like spaceships can just come up and bring them food right there. You know. Ridiculous. All right. There it is. All right. Yeah. So. Yeah, we'll do this. All right. First, I'll show it. So there was the Challenger explosion. All right. Yeah. So they showed everybody this at school. It was teachers.
It was a bitter cold but sparkling clear morning at Cape Canaveral. Here at the last seconds of the countdown.
3, 2,
1986. January 28th.
Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
All the communications between the shuttle and mission control indicated everything was going fine.
They made it a point to show it in the schools and sit all the kids down to watch it.
There was a sense of relief that the much-delayed flight was finally underway.
Engines at 65%, 3 engines running normally, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good APUs. Engines throttling up, 3 engines now at 104%.
Challenger, go at throttle up.
Roger, go at throttle up.
It happened just over 1 minute into flight.
1 minute, 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
From Mission Control, silence.
So that's what they do. They go up in the sky and they explode anyway, right? We already know that they're not. No one's on board.
Here at the Kennedy Space Center.
Computer-enhanced video shows the explosion in detail. One explosion appears to happen at the rear of the spacecraft, around the main engines, perhaps in one of the 2 solid rocket boosters. Then a blast higher up. The shuttle was instantly a blazing fireball.
Yeah, okay.
An issue to impound all records concerning the flight, down to the personal notes of all the flight controllers.
Why would you
Dan
need
Molina,
computer
NBC
enhancement?
News at the job.
So, all right. So let's just check it out. So
Right.
these are the astronauts that died.
Why do you
here.
need computer enhancement? What you need is zoom.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't need any computer. You just zoom in on it and go, well, look at it. There's going up.
We
Computer
have main
enhancement.
engine start.
Whoa.
4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
On January
Ready?
28,
And
1986,
get ready to laugh.
CNN watched the Challenger launch live on the air with its
Right
viewers.
laugh.
Yep.
They and the other media outlets told you that the astronauts died in the explosion. But as always, there is an agenda behind every mainstream headline.
Velocity 2,257.
This morning, it looked as though they were not going to be able to get off.
1 minute, 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Looks like a couple of the solid rocket boosters
Barbara.
blew away from the side of the shuttle in an explosion.
Flight controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction. We have a report from the flight dynamics officer that the vehicle has exploded.
Today is a day for mourning and remembering. Nancy and I are pained to the core by the tragedy of the Shuttle Challenger. We know we share this pain with all of the people of our country. This is truly a national loss.
Now, see, they might have believed it.
Astronauts
Actually.
supposedly killed in the
Some people
1986
actually
Challenger
believe it.
disaster
Right?
did not die
Yeah.
in the explosion and
Even
are
if you're
quietly
up
living
high
out their
levels,
lives in the
might believe
US,
it.
with many of them hiding in plain sight, using their same names and working at
first,
high
anyway.
levels in the same fields they worked in before the disaster,
So they
according
all-
to explosive evidence uncovered by investigators.
So these
We've
people
located
supposedly
6 out of
died.
7 of them. In the world of deception, it's really easy to say this person is that person, and there's a lot of that going on, muddying the waters. But 6 out of 7 have identical names. They work for universities, most of them.
There were no people.
They're all
in
teachers and shit.
Challenger. That was a hoax.
They're
That's
still
been
alive.
proven conclusively by researchers and reporters, investigators, who have found that those supposed people that were in the Challenger are still alive today.
We remember Dick Scobie, the commander who spoke the last words we heard from the Space Shuttle Challenger. We remember Michael Smith. We remember Judith Resnick. We remember Krista McAuliffe. We remember Ellison Onizuka. We remember Ronald McNair.
People still think the Challenger exploded with these astronauts. It was a horrible thing. Never happened. Yes, the rocket exploded. There was no one on board.
So imagine you're at the launch of the Challenger. This is a historic moment, and it blows up in midair. Whether you are personally related to somebody on there or don't know anybody, you're going to be a mess. This is an emotional, incredible scene. And CNN was reporting, and they told the cameraman, let's get a live shot of Krista's parents. And when they zoomed in on them, they were giggling, they were laughing, they were smiling. I don't know how you can put a smile on someone's face, even if you told them the funniest joke in the world at that very moment. Just look at their face. Is that the face of somebody whose daughter just blew up in the
Good
most
call,
horrific,
Dave.
violent accident ever?
I know.
Or is that somebody playing a role, not knowing that they're on camera and thinking about the money that they may have gotten? You can hide somebody that's allegedly dead right in plain sight. All you have to do is move them a little farther away, give them a different job, claim that they're somebody else. You don't even need to change their name.
So statistically speaking, the odds that almost everyone on the Challenger have exact lookalikes with exact names still existing is kind of laughable, honestly.
Yeah.
Exact doppelgangers existing in the world with the same names, and when confronted, they get very nervous, and their stories begin to conflict, and they have the same mannerisms. You know, it doesn't take a lot to put it together, honestly.
Let's start with former NASA astronaut Michael J. Smith, with the same name as this retired professor from the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Are you Michael Smith? Yeah. Professor at
Look, there he is.
University?
There he is.
Retired?
I'm not him, watch. I'm not him.
Yeah, I just stopped by because...
That's him.
There's this room... Are you aware of that there's a rumor on the internet?
It's not me.
That people are saying...
Yeah, it's not me, obviously.
It's
mean,
him,
anybody
dude.
that looks at my background, looks where I was born, it's not me.
Hold on.
I mean, it's interesting that the...
Hold on. Let's go back. Look, that's the astronaut. This is the guy. Singe.
Look at the eyes and the ears.
It's him. It's definitely him.
Like Eric says, it's not me, obviously.
And he's old now, too. He's older now, too. You know what I mean? Of course, because time went by.
About the right age, yeah.
It's right. It's perfect. Too legit to quit.
I mean, it's interesting that the Michael
It's
J.
interesting.
Smith that was the astronaut was something like me when we were younger, but really not. If you really,
I don't see how these people get away
You never
with
been a
this.
pilot, never been in the
Never been
military?
nothing like that.
Huh.
They're so full of shit.
Okay.
All of them.
That's all
And
I just
I don't respond to the emails I get. I get probably an email, maybe 2 a month.
Really?
Yeah, and I got one
Yeah.
guy that's been really hounding me, and I turned it over to the FBI.
What a liar.
Okay. Yeah, you just sure look a lot. It's the same
I
name.
know the facial thing, but that's what we looked like. What? 40 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Michael J. Smith, identical looks, dimples the same, teeth the same. There's really no denying it. And before he could finish the question, Michael denied it. Oh, that's not me. That's not me, you know, and laughed it off. What's he going to say? Oh, you got me? Not going
to
happen.
The driveway footage of Michael J. Smith, that's real. I mean, that can't be a deep fake, you know. So at some point, you got to stop trusting liars.
We don't hide our space program.
And if they're lying about this, and they're lying about everything, then space is fake, right? Because, like, why would they have to even fake it if, like, it was real in any way, shape, or form? Like, you know?
Graham, we don't keep secrets and cover things up. We do it all up front and in public.
Next is former NASA astronaut Judith Resnick with an exact doppelganger working at Yale University. 37 years have passed and she hasn't even changed her name. Side by side, there's no denying it. When she's approached, she has a very odd way of not
Look, all right,
responding.
yeah, let's look at that one.
Hey, Judy.
Hold on, let's before we get her answer, let's go back and look. Like, let's just play devil's advocate. Singeman, you're the nicer, more well-tempered one out of us, right? Mild-tempered. What would you say if someone said, "Hey, is this the same lady?"
Nose, very plus it's, you know how they are way different than we look at someone in person. Nose, oh yeah, also I'm an artist, so there's that. Okay,
Yeah, but what I'm saying, is it the same lady? Is there any chance that it's not?
Yes, there's lots of people that look alike. It's always a chance.
Yes.
But let's say
Nancy.
so arch on the eyes is down further on the right. However, she's older, so could have lowered or something. I don't know, but it's much smoother and up on the left.
Yeah.
But
I mean, think about it like this. So you think
it's a little bit different,
do you
like I
think
said.
these-
Photography,
So
right?
what do you think? Let me play devil's advocate, right? So then, if this wasn't really her, right? then the people that made this clip must have really dug really hard to find some lady picture that looked like her, facing the same exact way that almost looked like the people that made this clip must have known and investigated this and tracked her down, dude. You know what I mean? Like, how would you find?
Find her and just look at her. No.
I mean, it's
much
like,
younger,
you
so
know, like,
okay.
it's like if I wanted to find, all right, let's
people
use,
age
let's
differently
use you
also.
for an example, Singeman. If I wanted to find a picture of
But
somebody
yeah,
that
but
looked like you, how hard would it be? It would be pretty. It would take a
eyes
while.
around the nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Okay, let's see. No, if I wanted to find a picture of somebody that looks like you, for instance, let's use you for an example. Oh, it's 11:11. 11:11. Anyway. All right. It would take a while. I would have to dig like all day to find like just a random photo of just a random person out of nowhere. You know, like pull a picture of you out of my ass and say, "Oh, this is the same person." Like, I don't know. I don't think someone would waste all that energy just to. Somebody who made this must have known. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, there. You know, when you're on methamphetamines, you can do some amazing things.
I wouldn't know, but yes, probably.
You can just
look.
Hey,
Judy. Ever.
How you doing? I'm from the press. I just had a quick question, if you don't mind.
What press?
I'm from a radio station in San Bernardino. I know there's a conspiracy about
I'm
the
sorry.
space shuttle.
That's
I
her.
want to be polite.
Definitely her. Look at the Tatarian infrastructure.
Friendly, just a question.
Watch body language.
So there's a lot of rumors about you being on that space shuttle. Obviously, you know, if you want to comment, we would really appreciate it.
He's like, yeah, but you being on the space shuttle.
Kind of odd that Judith is in full panic mode when realizing the press is in her presence.
Yeah, it's definitely her, dude. What do you
You
think?
just be like
Same.
calm.
Same. What do you think?
And
She's no stranger to being in the spotlight. She even made her way into Hollywood for a quick cameo.
If the choice is to allow Americans to be taken as hostages or to be executed, I'll bring my own rope. Saddam backed down, and Ambassador Wilson helped thousands get safely home. When he himself came home to the United States, he was warmly greeted by our president, who took him to the Oval Office and introduced him to the War Cabinet as an American hero.
Look at her. It's
Commander Dick Scobie
it's
had
her.
a company
Right.
called Cows and Trees, and when you went to his website, there was an animation of a cow taking off like a rocket with a smoke stream coming out of its backside, doing a twisty curl in the air that looked remarkably just like what we saw with the Challenger. And after we started making videos on that and it started going viral, that website disappeared, never to be seen again.
And nobody could have predicted back in 1986 that in 30 some odd years from then, that there would be something called the internet that would bring all this information to the tip of your fingers, and you'd be able to search through pictures, Facebooks, websites, profiles. Now these people are scared. They're hiding their profiles. They're deleting their websites. They're making their Facebooks private.
Onizuka and McNair are always together. They're hanging out at NASA and always talking about themselves.
Ellison Onizuka,
Random
if you
fact.
look at clips of him back in 1986 when this happened, he actually
What's
spoke
up, Brandon
like,
Penn?
every other word was
Let me say that it's really a pleasure to be back.
If you look at clips of his brother Claude now speaking, it's the same exact thing. Every other word is
But Allison's dream is continued to be carried on.
I think we got some.
We're very fortunate that
I think we're ready to go fly. Thanks for being out here today.
His brother just so happens to be the spokesperson for the Challenger tragedy. Why aren't there any pictures of his brother back when this happened? Why didn't his brother speak at the funeral? Use your head.
Former Governor Ariyoshi, who has a story about a picture that survived the Challenger disaster.
Ellison Onizuka came to see me one day, and he wanted a family photo. And he wanted to take it up on a Challenger, and he's going to bring it back, inscribe it, and autograph it. But that Challenger accident happened, and I felt very sorry to lose Ellison. But I didn't even think about the photo. I thought everything else must have been destroyed completely. About 2 months later, Lorna Onizuka called me and told me that they found in the water, NASA found the personal preference kit of Ellison Onizuka. And she said there were two things in there. One was a monk's prayer, and the other was his family portrait. So I told her, oh, then it must be in terrible condition because the astronauts, the big bang up and the ocean in the water for 2 months. She told me, no, it's in perfect condition. And she said, I'm going to bring the picture over to you and present it to you. And then in the meantime, NASA got the picture and they put this together for us.
Ronald McNair conveniently has a twin brother named Carl McNair who looks exactly like him and is at a lot of the events now, but was nowhere to be found when the explosion happened.
Krista McAuliffe was a fairly new teacher, just 3 years at that school. To get her story planted, all of these people, the parents, the astronauts, everyone involved that you saw, are crisis actors.
Essie was at the Cape in the stands to see Tuesday's launch, a sight that she says still haunts her.
Why didn't I leave too? But I thought, no, I want to stay and see it.
And as she read Mike's invitation for the launch, Miss Hesse said that she doesn't know if she'll be emotionally ready for a service like that in his hometown.
Since I won't be able to see you all in person, let me say thanks for coming and have a great time. And I hope you see a good show.
George Bush Sr. hand-selected the teacher, Krista McAuliffe. What are the odds that 30 years later, there is a professor at Syracuse University with the name Sharon McAuliffe?
I still can't believe that I'm going to actually be going into that shuttle. It just really doesn't seem possible.
Krista McAuliffe was asked if she had any fears about her space shuttle flight.
People really feel that space travel is safe now. It's not that earlier feeling that, oh, it's going to blow up or something's going to happen. Right at this point, I feel that I'll be okay if I go up.
Well, where's Jarvis? How come you haven't located him? And the answer is, he could have died of natural causes, a heart attack, a car accident, 3, 4, 5 years later, and it would never be reported.
The reason they did it was a psychological operation to justify not doing manned space flights anymore and to pull on your heartstrings with an emotional cover. So if you dare question it, then you're immoral. And then when you look into it, you find out, of course, that you have all these people still existing in the world. So basically a government version of witness protection for NASA.
Our nation held a vigil by our television sets. In one cruel moment, our exhilaration turned to horror. We waited and watched.
They were waiting and watching.
When they saw the explosion, there was confusion. Was something wrong? The principal and teachers weren't certain either. Then it got very quiet as the horror of it began to register.
Besides the trauma-based mind control and putting children through that trauma, and also it reinforces their model. It reinforces their religion. Look, this terrible thing happened. We're trying to go to space. We're trying to explore for science. But look, all those people died.
But at 1 o'clock, school was closed.
Sum this up.
Had to close.
I felt as if my whole body blew up inside when I saw that. And I can just never be as shocked as I am now.
Seeing it with my own eyes, it really just scared me.
Some astronauts blow up in a rocket. What does that do subconsciously to the average person? They don't want to go up into space. They don't want to blow up in a rocket. We'll leave that to the professionals. We'll leave that to NASA and our government.
Once they had seen the evidence on the visual screen that there would be no survivors, it suddenly became apparent to them that they were dealing with death.
The government had incentivized the different public schools to play the Challenger in their classrooms. So they rolled their TV sets out, they had all the children sit down and get ready to watch it, and 20% of the American public watched the Challenger event happen live. And within 1 hour, 80% of Americans had seen the Challenger tragedy happen. So just like with 9/11, they have everyone see this traumatic event, and then we're all in unison that we're traumatized.
When it blew up, it was a form of trauma-based mind control that, you know, some people will never grow out of, and then the emotions kick in and you're unable to think logically about what's going on.
Of course this was planned. They made every school show this event live. They wanted these kids to grow up defending this tragedy.
Think about how many field trips come here, unfortunately. And they go in and watch that Heroes and Legends thing, and they come out thinking that this is the greatest possible hero that they could ever be. And that's just, they're actors. And we're building them up higher than your father, police, military, all these people that are actual heroes.
One small.
I just wanted to show you guys one more thing. But not one more thing. We can keep going. So this was Buzz Aldrin's boot. Okay. That's the actual supposed footprint that was like left on the moon. And that's the actual Buzz Aldrin's spacesuit boot. Look. I'll show you. See? This is the spacesuit. It's in a museum. This is the spacesuit that walked on the moon, supposedly, allegedly. And that's the boot. And that's the footprint. Now, if you look this up, they'll say it's debunked. They'll say that they were wearing covering. That's what their excuse is. That's what they came up with. They had a covering over the boot. Maybe, but they didn't think that someone was actually going to take the time to, like, investigate it. So, what is this? No, that's not what I wanted.
Hi, Ray.
What's up, Sean? How you doing?
Long time no see.
Yeah, man. I haven't really been coming on. I've been kind of busy, man, with the kids and everything. But,
I don't really have an excuse. I apologize, Ray.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
But I got it right now. I got the envelopes. The Western Union, it's not there no more. They took it. Can you believe that?
What's up?
That Western Union, they took it away. It was in a
wait.
Rite Aid store.
Yeah.
So
that sucks. It's all right, Sean.
But
Let me.
I feel bad.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Sean.
But I wanted to tell you also that, remember the sidewalk I showed you? There's like a block of 4 glass sidewalk here. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. They took it out.
Oh, the one that you were shining the light into.
No, that was one of
on the show.
It's still there, but 2 blocks over, they didn't even bring them back. They took them out. And they're the big ones. But eventually I'll show you this sidewalk. It just looks like a sidewalk. How before they would just cover it up like with another layer, so it heaped up the sidewalks. This one they took out, because there's an underground underneath, right, to where each business had so there's a cavity. They had to do it strategically because, in my opinion, because I was there asking questions about what's, like pretending that I didn't know about the underground. So I'd let them say, "Oh, explain and go." And that's that, because I'd be like, there's a hole down there? What are you guys doing? And they're like, "Oh no, trying to explain it." They said something, but it wasn't. It was kind of passing it off to where, like, they didn't want anybody to know that the property goes beyond the street, apparently, because they had a problem with the sidewalks already. Because the first time I asked them, I said something about the glass sidewalks. That was a bad idea, right? Because they obviously were ready for questions like that, like people to come up and harass them, going, "What are you doing?" Because I did that across the street. I said, "What are you doing?" And at that time, they said that we're going to put it back, and they did. They did put it back, but it was 5 feet away from the original spot. but I wasn't there to see this time when they.
I remember when you told me they took the glass away and put it back. I remember when you told me that.
That one they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
On the same street, across the street, there was 4 16 by 8, I think, blocks. The one I showed you was a bit smaller. But across the street there was.
Have you been like taking pictures and documenting this or what? No.
Yeah.
You have all the
I've been
pictures of like before and after, like when they were there, when they weren't there. You have pictures. We could do like a video, dude.
Yeah.
Email me all the pictures that you got. Can you do that?
Okay. Yeah.
You have my email.
Yeah.
Email them to any of the emails, or upload them to a Google Drive and send me the Google link, and I'll put a picture. I'll put a time lapse. I'll put a Mudfoot Adventures time lapse video of it together, and I'll make it good. All right. So anyway, this is the time that Buzz Aldrin told the little girl we didn't go to the moon.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
Okay.
That's not.
So the little girl's like, why has this is Buzz Aldrin. This is the guy that supposedly, allegedly went to the moon. He's asking her, she's a little girl, and he was at like a book signing, and she's asking him, why haven't we gone to the moon? Okay, you ready?
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
And that's the way it happened.
And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
John Kelly.
Money is a good thing.
Yes. Good call,
we want
John.
to
Thank you.
buy new things, new rockets, instead of keep doing the same thing over.
I'm going to do it, John.
Then it's going to cost more money. And other things need more money too. So having achieved what the president wanted us to do, and then what thousands, millions of people in America and millions of people around the world. You know, when we toured around the world after we came back, the most fascinating observation was signs that said, we did it. Not just us, not just America, but we, the world, different countries. They felt like they were part of what we were able to do. And that made us feel very good.
Home.
All right, so yeah.
I've never seen that whole thing.
I know, I never really seen the whole thing either. They'll probably kill me for pointing. I don't care. All right,
I can see how that could be taken out of context to where I only seen the first part of it, where we didn't go there, but I didn't hear the ending to where he explained to where we went there, right? To where he's gonna play it off to where, you know, I mean, maybe that's what he meant was, it wasn't I who went to the moon, it was we, you know.
Can I zoom in on these? All right, cool. Perfect.
Any of this is making my stomach just turn.
So, no, like, look, these are the different spacesuits over the years, okay? So we have 1959 to 1961, Project Mercury V1, Project Gemini. These are dude, this is act. So what's this? This is supposedly a box for when he takes a dump, right? That's what that's supposedly for. Look.
I believe I know way too much physics.
So this guy, so they want you to believe. All right, this one, yeah, hold on, Sean. This one looks like tinfoil, okay? Like Tin Man. Like, and you notice how, like, the spacesuits kind of match, like, the way the cars looked that year and the way that the whole reality kind of looked in that era. Anyway, go ahead, Sean. What were you going to say?
I can't believe I just now thought of this. I know I mentioned Philip K. Dick a lot, but he has a short story that's called I forgot what it's called, but basically they go into space and then they come back and they go to their own, like the rocket explodes, so they go to their own funeral, right? They because
Look at the helmet. Just look at the helmet. Do you
saying
think that,
where this is in the 50s? This is in the 50s, and they're saying that the rocket blew up, and the astronauts go into travel time, and then go back, you know, to where they put the story basically what happened, right? The shuttle blew up, and then there's doubles to where, like, picture if they had a like, you know, those doubles were to portray the astronauts, like, because they come back to the planet, like, what's up? We made it. And they didn't realize that it was. I need to read that story again, but it's totally portrayed. Phil K. Dick.
Project Look, yeah, I get it, Sean. 1965, 1967, 1968, 1971, 1981, 1984, 1988. Look at them all. Look, this one's all big. This one looks like it's thin and orange. Like, do you think any of these would protect you against a vacuum? Let me show you guys something.
There's not a 1950s, huh? I find that a lot. There's like 1950. There's no science fiction goes back to 1960s. This apparently goes back to the 50s, you know, 60s. They don't go to the 50s. And in my opinion, it's because Phil K. Dick said all this in the 50s. If any of this was based in the 50s, they'd have to say, well, Phil K. Dick talked about this in one of his stories, right? To where, that's what I mean, to where when they don't talk about the 50s, that's when he wrote most of these books about what's happening now. And I find it too particular that we know all these stories that he wrote in the 50s, and then we all connect them with things that something else like Terminator. Right? You know, we think of you don't think of Phil K. Dick when you think of Terminator, or Blade Runner, but yet we're living with this. I've read so many of his. I've read them all to where I see Phil K. Dick everywhere in people's faces, people's attitudes. To where it's just and in my opinion, he never really science fiction. He wasn't a science fiction writer. He wrote what he saw, and had to put a twist on it because science fiction sold, right?
So
Publishers
check this out.
ruled the world.
This is what happens to a train when it's put into a vacuum, hooked up to a vacuum. Okay, you see that? You ready? Okay, that's a train.
So the suits don't like it crush. It's like them just being in that crushed suit because the suits would be it'd be expanded out, right, like a balloon. Right?
You think that that's going to protect you against that, Sean? Come on, look at it.
With the right cameraman, I could pull it off.
Look, this is the Artemis suit 2023. So this is the new one. This is the newest one. Oh my God. Nobody knows what these things do. Nobody knows how they work. Nobody can really explain what they do or how they work. It's just ridiculous. Okay.
The next one will look like Destro.
Let's look at something. Look at this one.
Oh, you said wires and stuff. Have you seen China's?
Look at Oh God.
You know what yellow is backwards? Wally.
What?
Wally. You know, like Wally the movie? It's yellow.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's
this one.
Have you seen the Chinese one? Oh, you just went through.
This is some interest. Yeah. What's up,
diving bell? That looks like a diving bell. Have you seen the Chinese, like the International Space Station for America, and then you show the International Space Station for China? It's totally different. To where
all right, let's do it.
Let's see the sand playing in it. So it's like you
All
haven't seen the Chinese.
I'll look it up. Give me a second. I'll bring it up. Yeah, I'll bring it up. Give me 1 second.
I was trying to base this trailer on it, and then first it was going to be the International Space Shuttle.
So Chinese space station, right? Chinese space station.
Yeah, like there's an International Space Station. It's all cluttered. There's wires, everything.
I get it.
Chinese, but it's not cluttered. It ain't all wire. It ain't a mess. And I had to change my schematics. Going, I'm not gonna do the international. It's a mess. Chinese, their shit's clean. It's like there's no wires, no nothing hanging out.
You're talking about the interior?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, compared to, because I see the American one, there's like monitors and wires. I'm like, I could copy that easy, just put some monitors on the wall and International Space Station. But then I saw the Chinese one. I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like a way better work environment, right?
No. Not looking at that. Hold on one second, John. Yeah, keep talking. I'm just looking for what you're talking about. I know what you're saying.
I guess there's been like crimes in space, like international waters.
Yeah. So this is, oh my God, get out of here. They keep trying to get me to sign up for like space things. No way. All right. Inside the screen. Okay. So look, so this is the inside of the ISS, right? And this is the inside
They have like two
the
modes.
Chinese space station.
There's two modes.
China.
One mode is like all the cabinets are shut, and then the other mode is everything's pulled out to use.
ISS. China.
Yeah, blue and white.
I mean, China is just as fake as all of them too.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, well, see, I think I chose China because look, my ceiling, it kind of goes with it, right? To where, see, I kind of started it, the blue and white.
Hold on, I think I got something. Oh, it's not there. But let me see if I can get back to where I just was. They're not gonna let me. Oh, that sucks. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. What I just saw was crazy, dude. There it is. Look, I can't zoom in. Dude, you see that video right there on the left? Look at the way that the curve of the Earth. Look at the way that the curve of the Earth is shaped. Chinese station beams down on amazing. Let's see if I can get in there. No, of course it's not available. Look, robotic arm in orbit. Wait up, what's this? The robotic arm will support astronauts. Look at the Earth.
No stars.
No landmass. Just look at it. And look at the curve. It's like it's not the same as the shape that this is China. It's not the same as what they show us. And then look, there's no land masses. Is there land masses on theirs? Maybe there is. But look how fake that is.
That is so distorted.
This is China. This is what they're showing China. Look, it's fake. Look, it's totally fake, dude. That's totally complete, fake. All right, so that's China. And then,
This StreamYard is different, or Restream.
Restream, yeah, it's different. I was having trouble with it at the beginning. I might not even use it again after tonight. I don't know. I like having the chat on the screen though.
Yeah, that is cool.
So this is Elon Musk.
There's a lot of new people. It's cool. I don't recognize anybody.
Okay.
Oh, that's not true.
Good call. We'll look into that.
Audio?
You could tell it's real because it looks so big.
I couldn't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No, I can see it, but I can't hear it.
Can you guys hear it? That's weird. Hold on. Oh, because I didn't put the sound on. Good call, Sean. Let me try it again. There we go.
There we go.
I didn't need the sound for the last one.
What was going through your mind? How amazed were you to see your Roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the Blue Planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
So basically, he's telling you.
I forgot her question was so idiotic. I forgot her question was still like the question gives it away. She couldn't even like what was in the background of the car.
No, the reason why he's saying Sean, the reason why he's saying that is because he's trying to soften your mind. He's like, just when you see fake shit, you think it's real.
It reminds me of when it reminds me when Donald Rumsfeld was asked about energy weapons. The one who asked the question. It was just this is tough to watch, Ray. Honestly, it's tough to watch.
Why?
Because it's like the emotions, to where just obviously it's a trigger to see, to see him and then hear the.
Wait, you're triggered by this?
Yeah, because I mean, out of all the things he could have said, out of all the things he could have said, he said Roadster. It's like, or that, or if he would have said Taylor Swift, I would have been less surprised,
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I this is tough watching because.
All right, let's see.
I got it. I don't know Elon Musk.
This might be it.
But for him to just, I don't know.
So this is.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Yes! I'm so excited. SpaceX Falcon launched a Tesla Roadster on the 5th. This is when they launched the Tesla into outer space.
And they got the fog machine. It's like a concert. It's like,
This is when they did it.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Oh my God, this is exciting. We're about to make history.
Launch director on countdown 1.
People,
SpaceX
we're about to
Falcon Heavy,
witness
go for launch.
history. American history.
Falcon Heavy is configured for flight.
T-minus 15, stand by for terminal
I'm
count.
getting emotional.
10.
I might crap
9,
my pants.
8.
Side booster ignition.
6.
I'm losing control of my bowels.
3.
I'm losing control of my bowels.
Ignition.
Okay, so for those of you that, because I always forget that there's people that watch these streams that don't chat, we don't know them. They just watch them. They watch them the next day. They think we're crazy, maybe they agree with us. I don't know. But anyway, this is when they launched the Tesla convertible. So for those that don't know, people, all right, Elon Musk, you're glitching out, Sean. Sean, you're glitching out. I gotta mute him. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. Sorry, Sean. You're muted. You're glitching. So they say that they put a Tesla convertible in this thing and launched it up into outer space. And now there's a Tesla convertible in outer space. It's just stock. Went around the sun, just floating around with a spaceman in it. A dummy, and he's sitting there, and he's listening to David Bowie. This is nominal.
Contact engine sales begun.
Side boosters have begun to throttle down in prep.
I'm trying to see if they show the actual. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, cool. Yeah, let's watch it.
Successful separation. We're coming up on Nico in shutdown.
Stay set. Wave and recognition. This big burn looks good on side boosters. Background startup.
Coming up on fairing separation.
Center core side engines on power, also look good.
There it is. Oh my God. Do you see this thing? So this car is just floating around the. Now keep in mind what happens to the train car. What happened to the train car? Remember? We just showed it. Oh, wait up. No, can't do that. Can't do the music. All right. That's where they try to get us. All right. So, yeah, there you go. So you get the point. Let's see if they show the actual thing floating around. No. Let's see if there's another one. Oh, glitchy tonight. All right. No. Chinese amazing views of Earth via the Chinese space. All right, let's see this. Okay, I'll humor them for a second if it'll come up. Let's see. Yep. Okay. This is supposedly a view of the Earth from the Chinese. This is what the Chinese saying. Hey, we got to pick. Okay, look at it. Why is the Chinese Earth shape different than the Earth? Let's see. All right, let's just look. Let's compare them. Let's get a view of Earth from ISS and put them side by side. View of Earth from ISS. Video. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. NASA Live. No. From space. I want to get one that says from the ISS. Is there one? Live view of Earth from ISS. Okay. But it's completely different. This is on Facebook. No. Is it going to let me watch it? If I don't have a Facebook, all right. No, they don't have it. I know Earth from space. No. All right, well, let's look at this for a second. So you can obviously tell that's fake, right? It's look. It's CGI. It's complete computer-generated bullshit. It's a cartoon. Here we go. I knew I would find it. I didn't let you down. Okay. This is the IS from the ISS. This is what they're showing us. The Earth looks like. And that's just as bad. It's fake. It's a cartoon. Okay. And then this is what they're showing China. Right here. That's China. And this is what they're showing us. China. All right. I digress on that one. All right, how many people we got? 13. Thumb it up. Kim Ray, what's up? How we doing? What time is it? Still early. Let me see. I'm going to put the link out again if anybody wants to join. But stay on for another few minutes at least. What else did I want to show? I had a whole bunch of shit. Oh yeah. Real quick, we can't forget about India. We can't forget about India. I almost did. India. Space Agency. Videos. All right. Fair enough. Boom. So we have India joins the space race. Moon mystery. The latest. India space mission. All right, so this is India unloading a rover on the moon. Okay. Fair enough. What? Rover on the moon. And you notice it looks different than our moon. To show us is the moon. But anyway. Yep. Complete bullshit. Look at that. This is what they show India. It's really bad, dude. Dude. Hey, what up, John? Are you coming on? Did I send you the link, John? You joining me? Yeah. And then dude, if I was in India, dude, they believe it too. Look at it. It's worse. It's worse than ours. That's worse. Let's see. No. Yeah. I'm looking for something. All right, well, this is over though. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, NASA. Well, there was video of this that I'm looking for. Death Valley. On a test flight in Death Valley, Airbus helicopter carried an engineer model of the lander. Yeah, vision system that will help. So they were practicing in Death Valley, dude. Right? But think about it though. Death Valley looks like Mars, dude. Right? Because that's why they could test future Mars rover. This might be it. Yeah, here we go. Look. Can you guys see that?
Which will land on the. It is a scorching
Here we go.
120-degree heat and arid wind-blown plain.
So,
Death Valley, California.
California. All right, Death Valley, California. Is that John? No, Rasta. What up?
When one thinks of this high waste.
How you doing, Rasta?
Visions of scorching 120-degree heat and air.
So I'm just showing like blatant random space fakery one after the other tonight, and I'm having trouble with the everything.
Let's
see.
Check.
Technology. I'm having trouble with the technology. Are you there, Rasta?
Check. Are you there?
We're having trouble with the technology tonight. Restream, you're sucking tonight, but we're not going to let it stop us. We're going to keep the stream going like we always do because I'm a beast.
Now
so, there's like this Death Valley thing. All right, so this is where they got the rovers. This is where they're practicing. Death Valley, California.
But for the scientists working on NASA's Mars Science Laboratory,
No. That's not what they're doing. They're faking the Mars in Death Valley. They're faking Mars in Death Valley.
there's an oasis of opportunity.
So what we're
Greenland.
doing
Oh
today
yeah, I'm
is-
going to look
is
that one up
bringing
too.
out a
Good
trial
call,
rover
Rasta.
That simulates Curiosity, which will land on the surface of Mars.
I'm going to get
on
that one up
November
too.
7th.
Good call,
So we-
Rasta. You're right. They are. Look, so the tires don't match up from what they show us. The tracks are. None of this shit lines up. Okay? None of this shit lines up. But they
Bring the rover
practice
out, and
in
we're
Death Valley.
interested to possibly drive on sand dunes on Mars, but we'd like to know where our risk comes in. So we take different combinations of the slope, and we can see what the grain size of the sand is, and then we drive the rover up and down and across them for all different possibilities for slope, and then we try to find out what the maximum slope angle is
Mount Sharp.
above which we will get stuck in the sand. We call it the scarecrow because it has a big heart, but it has no brains. So we supply it its computer power, and that's why you see
They supply it the computer power, but once it gets on Mars, it'll be completely independent. It'll just get the sun and just run
over there
forever.
set up with all kinds of gear in it, and then we send the signals to it with radio
People
waves.
believe it.
Slipping in sand and getting stuck there are major threats of any Mars rover mission. But experience gained from the rover's spirit and opportunity has provided valuable insights.
We have years of data from Spirit and Opportunity operating on Mars, and we...
I'm trying to find the video of them doing it in Greenland. I'll look after.
We set up an array
Can't
of
find it.
optical devices,
But they do
that
it in
are
Greenland, too.
calibrated in advance.
I think Greenland's
and then
where
from
they
this,
say
we can
where they
capture
don't
all
tell
the
you about,
motion
but
of
that's
the
where like a
rover
lot of
and
footage.
know
I've
very
seen-
precisely
They've
how the
spotted
rover
the stuff.
actually
Oh, here it
behaves
is.
as it interacts with the topography, and this is much the
Yeah,
same way
NASA
that Hollywood
Grover heads to
utilizes
Greenland.
to try to
Dude,
do animations with
that's
real
fucked up.
human-like
Its name is
motions involved.
Grover. Look at this one, dude. Dude, Tommy eats at Grover's all the fucking time. Tommy, you know you eat at fucking Grover's all the time. Look, NASA Grover heads to Greenland. They have one called Grover, dude. And this one's going to Greenland.
Grover. The Goddard. Meet NASA's
Whoa.
newest Arctic rover. The Goddard Remotely Operated Vehicle
synchronicity,
for
huh?
Exploration and Research, or GROVER for short. Unlike its cousins on Mars, Grover is headed to Greenland to study the accumulation of snow and ice.
This is like a spacecraft that operates on the ground. You see what I mean? It's just like a spacecraft because it has to survive in a hostile environment unattended for months at a time while we are communicating
It survives.
with it.
It's alive.
sporadically, just like with a
It has a
satellite,
soul.
to interrogate it and then send it a command or two to
Yeah.
change its operating mode.
This
and
guy
then let
loves
it alone,
it.
let it do
This
its
guy
thing,
would.
and then,
This guy would make
come
love
back
to
later
it.
and check
This
it
guy
again.
would make love to that thing.
Grover was actually designed by several teams of engineering students over
Where
the
did they
last
come
2
up
years.
with these names?
to test the
Like,
different
they just sit there and
prototypes
watch
on different
Sesame
parts of
Street.
terrain.
No,
Grover is actually
they're
a
definitely-
great project.
they're
It brought
definitely
together
trolling,
scientists,
Tommy with
engineers,
that.
and educators. And how it came
Tommy
to
loves
me,
it.
actually, as the scientist involved, was the engineers came to me and they said, hey, we want to build a robot. Do you have any science that a robot could do? And I said, well, yes, actually I do. I spend a lot of time studying accumulation on the ice sheets. And how we do that a lot is we drive snowmobiles or we fly aircraft with radars in them. And I said, well, I bet a robot could carry a radar. And I started asking them questions because I didn't know a lot about robotics. And they answered my questions, and I gave them kind of requirements. Could this robot drive 50 kilometers a day? Could it be autonomous? What sort of terrain could it go over? What sort of winds could it withstand?
The result was a 6-foot-tall, 800-pound rover, comprised of a ground-penetrating radar, large solar panels, rechargeable batteries, a computer, and repurposed snowmobile tracks for locomotion. The hope is that Grover can collect much more data than humans could on the ground.
Oh, nice.
When we're on snowmobiles, we could do about 50 kilometers in one day. That would be a difficult day,
Yeah.
50 to 75.
Snowmobiles. All right, so yeah, so they train their rovers there in Greenland, but really what they're doing is they're faking that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're faking it. They're faking it.
They're a bunch of
So-
fakers.
Yeah. They're faking Mars there. All right, so let's see this one real quick. I got a whole bunch of shit to show now. All of a sudden, it just piled
So
in.
if the rover was
So this is
commanded to
this
drive
is
in here, but
back
it
to
was
Death
an
Valley.
image that
Go ahead,
Oh,
Rasta.
I just popped on for a minute. I got a hot date here in a few minutes. I got to go on. So.
Oh, awesome!
Go,
Awesome.
Go
Good
hear
for you.
some
luck.
music. I went and saw the Bob Marley movie a couple nights ago. It was really dope. So good.
You love it. You love Bob Marley.
I
dude.
do. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I know. You're a Rasta though. You're a Rasta, of course.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a
man.
good topic.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to go live, and I needed something to stream about. So I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck it, let's do this." But
Yeah.
So yeah, so
I
this is
saw
real quick what I
Alex.
wanted
I
to
saw
say.
Alex Jones post today on Twitter that he was retweeting Elon saying that he was going to try and get 1 million people to Mars here by like next year or something. So
all right, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Well,
I don't know how they're planning on doing that.
It's that they'll just move the goalpost up. They'll just move it up again. You know what I mean? They'll never do it. But anyway, look at this. This is 360 degrees. This is them floating. Floating there. Okay. All right. Now this is this is the NASA Buoyancy Laboratory.
Welcome to the Neutral Buoyancy Laboratory at the Sonny Carter Training Facility. Let us take a moment to look around before we begin.
So they say that this is where they trained them, right? Now, let's give them a second to explain. I don't want to put words in their mouth.
Welcome to the Neutral Buoyancy Laboratory at the Sonny Carter Training Facility.
Tommy
Let's
loves
take a moment
Grover.
to look around before we begin. Looking down the South High Bay, we can see the hyperbaric and hypobaric chambers.
Hope
Moving
Tommy makes it home
toward the
safe.
north end of the building, we can get a good look at the actual pool. The pool is 202 feet long, 102 feet wide, and 40 feet deep. That comes out to be about 6.2 million gallons of water. This flyover is
6.2.
being provided by one of the 2 overhead DMAG cranes. These cranes can lift loads up to 20.6 tons. Now let us take an inside peek behind some of the day-to-day operations. Say hello to astronauts Bob
So-
Hines and Canadian.
They have a swimming pool. They have a swimming pool, okay? It has a mock-up of the ISS. Look, inside the swimming pool. Look. I shit you not.
The surface, something very few people get to experience.
It's got to be a big.
You know
swimming
why?
pool.
Because they're faking the ISS spacewalks
'Cause
in a
it is
swimming
the
pool.
ISS.
It is the ISS, yes. Yeah. Yes, Rasta. Good call. Because it is the ISS. So, I mean, why, they have this giant, do you think that they have this giant buoyancy laboratory with a mock-up of the ISS just to train in? Just to train in? No.
You heard about the astronaut that almost drowned in their helmets, and they're putting like a snorkel on the astronauts' helmets now. Because there was one that almost drowned in outer space.
Let's look it up. How can I find this? Yeah, I think I heard about it, but it sounds.
Yeah, it's like an astronaut drowns in helmet, or almost does,
all
while
right.
conducting a spacewalk. It was like on mainstream news.
Yeah, I've seen it. But I want to find the part about them putting a snorkel in there. All right. All right. Let me see. New snorkel development. New. Who's playing guitar?
I am.
You?
I got.
Oh, what are you playing?
I got my axe here. I don't know. It's just
No
a little,
way.
It's just
What is
this little something. It's like
Let me see.
it's a crescent. It's like not a name brand, but you know.
Yeah, I've seen them before. I've seen the
Trying to-
Crescent before.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Would you get a new guitar? Is it new?
No, I've had.
I mean, I've seen you play an acoustic before. I think.
Yeah, I kind of like the electric better just because it has a little bit more play in it, and you know you can really bend the strings a little bit more.
What can you play?
I can't play much of anything. I can play like some chords and like a few things,
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been just picking at it though on a daily basis, really trying to, get a little bit better at it.
It's pretty cool.
Because I'm trying to, really get my music thing going right now. I want to get, a few tracks laid out because like I'm doing this festival this summer now.
Yes, I found it, Rasta. I found it. Dude,
Nice.
I found what you're talking about, dude. Look, snorkels in space. Snorkels in space. NASA outfitting spacesuits with diver-like device for upcoming spacewalks. Look at that thing. A makeshift spaceship snorkel is held up by NASA spacewalk officer Allison Bollinger at Johnson Space Center, December 18, 2013. So it's not that new, but astronauts preparing to spacewalk outside into International Space Station, outfitting their spacesuits with an unusual device, a makeshift snorkel. Makeshift means like paper mache. You know what I mean? Like makeshift means like something like MacGyver made to like escape from a fucking bad situation in a jiffy. You know?
Yeah, how are you supposed to makeshift anything with
going into a vacuum that could crush a train car like I showed earlier?
Yeah, exactly. Like what if you accidentally left your snorkel port open while you were out there in outer space and the snorkel port just crushed your lungs instantly because it did the whole vacuum thing.
The astronauts whose task is to repair the critical cooling system. It's a critical cooling system because if not, they'll overheat. The whole thing will just melt. They'll be fucked. But they like living on this thing that could it's so delicate they could just melt down in a second. You know what I mean? But it's a critical cooling system that they need, necessary for keeping the outpost fully powered. Have an additional concern to the normal challenge of the quickly. During the last spacewalk, the use of the space, so that's basically it. All right, they put this thing, and they don't show you how they put it in or how it works or anything like that. They just get some lady holding it in her hand with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't even show her face. They don't even show her face.
They just got to show the snorkel, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, where are they going to use the snorkel? Like it's the wildest thing.
I guess it. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even gonna guess. I'm not even gonna take a guess. I have no idea.
And it's because the astronaut almost drowned on a spacewalk because they were in a swimming pool and they didn't have it sealed up properly, probably, and the water started coming in.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the swimming pool. You're right. Good call with the swimming. Let's go back to the swimming pool.
There's just so many questions about the ISS. Like there was this one picture I saw, like there was like 20 people up in there the other day. I think it was on Strange World with Karen and Mark, and they were talking about how many people could fit on the ISS. It's like, how many people are up there right now, and like, where do they all fit?
Look at this.
How do they all like go to the bathroom?
I'm at space camp.
And then think about how much like I go to Costco and do shopping for people at Costco a lot. And
look at I'm listening. Sorry, I got excited.
Just for like one person, like So even like a few days worth of supplies it's quite a lot of stuff. So it's like, where do they have all the stuff up there?
Yeah,
Why
I
isn't there
know.
like a 24-hour live feed of people on the ISS, like just constantly all day doing stuff?
How
kinda
do
like
they? How do they get
real
the?
world.
All right, the good call. Here's a good one. How do they get the winning friggin' teams? Let me see this. Hold on a second. I'll find something about this. Every year when there's like a win a Super Bowl or something like that, or a championship at any astronauts. Let's see. Show
Exactly. Yeah, how did they get those
winning.
freaking
Yeah. How did they know? What do they have? Every single football jersey for every single team in the whole entire thing, like there, just in case.
Yeah. Did they do it this year with the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Did they have
NASA printed uniforms? Games.
Did they have Taylor Swift jerseys up there?
Oh, look, here it is. Look. This is the astronauts.
With this year's
And
Super Bowl?
I don't know. This is Patriots and whatever, but this is the year that they won or whatever, right? L11. I don't watch sports, but either way, they do this all the time, right?
Yeah.
They have the winning jerseys on in space. Like they're like, oh, we won the game. Oh, and then they show them like, let's see how the astronauts are doing. And they're like, boom, baby. And then they're like out of space, like, boom. And then they show them. You know what I mean? And then they're just like, everyone's like, yeah, the astronauts are wearing the winning jersey. Dude, and then they make some excuse how they got them up there somehow. But you know what? It's bullshit. Bullshit. No, there's no astronauts out of space. They're here on Earth, and nobody's. And who is this lady anyway? You know what I mean? Where did they find this lady and this guy? You know, like I never seen them up there before.
Yeah, like a lot of these new astronauts, like they can just put regular people up there, and no one will ever know the difference.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And also when you're in outer space, right? Who they leave the cameraman behind all the time, right? Like when they'll show you like a picture of like or a video of them like coming back into Earth, and like who's videotaping it? Like who's taking the picture?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They have cameramen. They have automatic cameras everywhere in space, just strategically placed.
Yeah, like even all the other moon landings of like, India and China and all these, it shows the shit landing on the moon or whatever. It's
Look,
like
why do they have an ISS in a swimming pool? Why do they have an ISS in a swimming pool? Why?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be just above the swimming pool? Like, what good does it do? Like, it's like a facility in there. The only reason it's in there is so that they can fake spacewalks, and then like they can just add the effects of outer space underneath. It's probably like a giant green screen. Probably works similar to a green screen. And
NASA's budget for the financial year 2020 is $22.6 billion. It represents a 48%, $4.7 trillion in the United States plan to spend in the fiscal year. So
that's still less money than we give to the Ukraine or the Israel, which is wild. Like what's crazy is I saw
24
like
billion in 2022. Yeah, go ahead.
I saw pictures of like how like they've got these people over there. They're writing these messages of hatred on the rockets before they're launched. Like they write these little anti-love notes to the people they're firing the missiles at.
Yeah,
and they fire them with the notes.
What are you talking about? The Russia and Ukraine war?
No, the one in Palestine. Yeah.
Dude. They just keep coming up with more and more wars for us to worry about. I mean,
yeah.
But everybody gets along in space, though. Everybody gets along.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Space.
Yeah, it's like you'd think if we're at war on Earth, then like they would start stabbing each other on the ISS, right? They would be like, like the Russian would pull out a shank and just like go up behind the American and just like get him, give him a couple good stabbings on the ISS.
Look at this, Rasta. Look, this is obviously fake. Like, look at the Earth. It's all water and clouds. Completely water. Is it spinning? If it was spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, why does it look still? Hold on, let's go back to that.
How can they be at peace in space, though?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Look, so yeah, they're in the. What they do with that is they black out the swimming pool.
And definitely
that's in the pool. That's in the
space.
pool. They just blacked it out.
Exactly. From space, they should be able to show the Earth spinning pretty easily.
Yeah.
That the Earth is spinning pretty quick, and they're like, or they say they're spinning with the Earth, or because it looks like they're spinning above the Earth, and the spin just doesn't match up.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yep, that's real nuts.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where else to go with this. Did I cover everything that I wanted to cover?
Yeah.
I mean, I covered a lot. What did we miss out? Is there any space agencies that we didn't look at that you guys can think of before I go?
I don't know. India's space agency.
We did look at them. We looked at India, but
okay.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
I don't know though. Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same. Just fake bullshit.
I covered a lot. It was a little bit of a shaky of a stream. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to.
I'm glad I was able to hop on and say hi to you and everybody. It's been a minute. We gotta pick this back up soon.
There might be a couple more things I could show before. I got like 17 people.
Yeah, I gotta go here in a minute anyway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that much longer, but yeah, you can go. Whatever you want to do. But hey, thank you for dropping on. Thank you for dropping on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll chat with you later here then.
Yeah. All right. Well, then
Yeah, I think I'm just waiting for a text right now to say to go.
Well, yeah. Good luck on your date, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
bad shit happening. I'm happy to see good shit happen to somebody,
Yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. Like we were talking the other night and found out she's like into all the same stuff, truth wise, which that's, like not something you just ask out front. You just kind of hope. And then all of a sudden when you do find out, you're like, wow, okay. Now, now it can be real because
Japan.
You can't get real with these people who are just living in la la land. I've got
Japan. Yeah, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Yeah.
Finish what you're saying.
Well, yeah, that's about all.
I wasn't trying to cut you off. I'm excited now. JAXA.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kim Ray and Valley
With the
Park,
Slim Lander,
GP,
Japan has made space history.
Drew Duncan.
So this is a cartoon.
Jehovah's daughter Barbara, and all the other people who are Aurorian. I don't know if I ever heard you before or seen you, but J.J. Johnson. And yeah.
This is JAXA. This is Japan. You see on the screen? Japan, JAXA.
Becoming the 5th nation to execute a soft touchdown on the lunar surface.
See, now you can
who's tell from the faces at Mission.
That's CGI. That was fake. Look, here's the Japanese. Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Control.
but they
while
say
they
it's
made
real.
the landing, they didn't exactly nail it. Went wrong. Possibly
I
the
know,
lander
that's what
failed to settle
that's
the
really
right way
bad.
up, like in this
Compared to the
animation,
other ones.
its solar panels
What
are
the
pointing
heck?
at the
Did
lunar
you see it
surface
just
instead of the sun.
land
But
like
they're
that?
talking to their probe, and it successfully
that shit
deployed
would have,
2
like,
miniature
just
rovers
broken
equipped
into
with cameras
pieces.
which could, in the coming days, reveal what's happened. But JAXA, Japan's space agency, has done better than others in the current race for the moon. In May, a privately funded Japanese probe crashed. In August, Russia's Luna 25 also failed to stick its landing. Days later, India's Chandrayaan-3 ended the run of bad luck, successfully touching down. But this week, a commercial American mission fell back to Earth, never making it to the moon.
Research flat Earth.
Yep. That was pretty
And
fascinating.
now that we have
Oh, that was a good one too. That was SpaceX. I should have let that play. Fuck. All right, whatever. No, that ain't it. Oh wow. No. Here's a moonwalker. Let's see. Moonwalk. This is a restored. They said this is restored, but this is from NASA. Moonwalk. 1969.
Okay, can you pull the door open?
See.
So, 8 inches to a foot behind the position of his hand when he was
Blurry.
pulling out the cable.
Blurry's
All right, I got
Yeah.
the call. I'm rolling out.
All right, Rasta. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, you'll have a great night. Much love.
Yeah, you
Job
too,
bless.
man. Look how stiff the flag looks.
Houston, do you copy my one of the last? It's going to be a little difficult to find a good level spot here.
Bullshit. All right. Well. See what I got now. I lost what I was just. I had something I was about to play and then I lost it. All right. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for everybody for showing up. I'll give you guys one last shout out. Let me see. Let me play a song on the way out. Oh yeah. Give you guys a shout out. All right. Thank you for showing up. Sean, thanks for coming on. Jehovah's daughter Barbara, thanks, Barb. 82. Mustang, what up? JJ Johnson, Aurorian, Valley Parks. Wow, we still got a lot of people. Hand World. All right. You know what? We got so many great people. I might just keep it going. Like, I didn't realize all these people were here. All right. I'm going to play a song and I need a break, though. I need like a 2-minute break. At least. So I'll play a song for a sec.
They feed us lies from our birth until our death. No one's ever proven Earth's rotation yet. They hide the truth and they lie right to your face. Don't let the media turn you into a mental case. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. We should be careful what we let into our minds. Do a little research and you'll prove Earth doesn't whirl and that's the truth. Cut through the lies before it becomes too late. They are programming your mind to indoctrinate. They're showing you cartoons and they say it's outer space. they do admit that it's all Photoshop. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. We should be careful what we let into our minds. Do a bit of research, then you'll prove. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. The truthers see through lies. The truthers see through lies. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. We should be careful what we let into our mind. Do a bit of research and you'll prove. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. The truthers open eyes. The truthers open eyes. It doesn't move. Doesn't move. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth. We should be careful what we let into our mind. Do a bit of research, then you'll prove. Earth doesn't twirl and that's the truth.
Cool. Bubbles in space. We shouldn't see bubbles in space. Look, there they go. You see them? This is their footage. You'll see, this is a compilation of all air bubbles in space. You'll see them, but you shouldn't see it. You shouldn't see air bubbles in space. See? Water particles. Look, it's in a swimming pool, and they blacked it out, like I said. You see that? No problem. Yeah, it was a pretty fun show. Even though, it was sloppy. It was a sloppy show, but it was still fun. But it's not my fault that it was sloppy. I usually have it together. It's my technology. My technology is sucking. So we need the support. That's what we need, the support. It's important. It's important to keep this thing going. Keep the ball rolling. Got to keep things moving. We can't let it go down. Can't let it go down. Got to keep the ship sailing. I have certain rules I live by. My first rule, I don't believe anything the government tells me. You know, George Carlin said a lot of smart shit. Yeah. Let's see if I can find that. So you shouldn't see the bubbles in space. And then let me see if I can find this video I'm looking for. No, they ain't gonna give it to me. Oh, they bury everything. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill myself about it. So yeah, you see the bubbles. I mean, it's obvious. You're not supposed to see those in space. There's no bubbles in space. And they asked him about it, and that's what I was looking for. Look, there you go. That's what the CIA guy said. We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. Sound familiar? William Casey, CIA director, from the first staff meeting in '81. Look, you can even see that it looks kind of bluish. Oh, look, you can see in his helmet. Let's see. Here we go. Look in the helmet. Look at the reflection. Look at the reflection in the helmet. Look, there you go. Look, you can see. It's just a guy standing there. He's not in the pool. This happens a lot. You would think they would be smart enough not to use such a reflective fucking helmet. It's giving them away. They just don't. They probably don't have the money for something less reflective. They're rich. They just buy the cheapest shit that they can possibly get and keep all the money for themselves, I bet. Wow. Yeah, the bubbles in space thing. It's crazy. Let's see. No. I'm looking for like the actual video though. Of them they asked the astronauts about the bubbles in space. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Scott Kelly. So this is the guy that has the astronaut brother, and they're like twins. He has a twin too. All these fucking astronauts have twins.
How are you today? Good. Hey, how you doing? How's Bubbles in Space doing? How's what? Bubbles in Space. Bubbles in Space? Yeah. I don't know what that is. No? You Mr. Kelly? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't remember the question from Tampa about the bubbles in space coming up from the helmets? No. Yeah, you guys are in an underwater pool, remember? We know. Just remember.
Spacewalks outside the International Space Station. We can see air bubbles rising up. Can you touch on how there are air bubbles in space?
On the outside of the space station, you'll liberate little pieces of, it's a really harsh environment out there, and the outside of the space station gets beat up pretty good. And sometimes, you'll see just little flecks of paint or something.
Could it be that you're filming in an underwater pool and you're not really out there? I just encourage everyone to look up Bubbles in Space, hashtag Bubbles in Space. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yep. Hashtag bubbles in space. So this is, yeah. So speaking of George Carlin, he was in this thing too.
The reading caboose has arrived. I'm Conductor Clark.
And I'm Ms. Janice. Hey, who wants to learn about the letter H?
I do! Now what can we do with the letter H?
We can hula hoop.
Or?
Create a massive global hoax.
What Ernie's referring to is the Apollo 11 moon landing that supposedly took place on July 20th, 1969.
To quote Neil Armstrong, this is one small step for man.
And one giant lie to mankind. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, Ticket Taker Sam. Sam's been riding the rails ever since mean old Microsoft stole his formula for Windows 95.
Hey, Sam, I hear you've got a story for the kids.
I sure do, Miss Janice, and it's a real whiz-banger. Once upon a time, there was a president named Kennedy.
I promised to put a man on the moon before the end of the decade.
Mr. President,
Yeah.
didn't you also promise civil rights?
That's another story, Trevor. Now excuse me while I go sleep with Judith Exner.
Meanwhile, poor inept NASA couldn't get a rocket into space. Pew!
So they turned to Plan B.
I'm LBJ. The end of the decade is here, and there's still no Americans on the moon. Those Ruskies are gonna beat us to it.
I'll help you, Mr. President.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Stanley Kubrick, and I'll use some tricks I learned while filming the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey to fake a moon landing.
And we're the mafia, and we'll fund your scam to build a secret soundstage in Las Vegas.
Good. While people think they're in space, we'll keep the astronauts busy with whores and gambling. Then pay them off, or brainwash them, or kill them.
The end.
Squawk? But is there any real proof it was a hoax? Squawk?
Is this proof enough, Gully Bird?
Wow!
I used to fly to the moon all the time.
Hobo Dan! Hey, Hobo Dan, how did you fly to the moon?
With the only real astronaut, Dr. Timothy Leary. Oh, Hobo Dan. Hey, that reminds me of a song. This old moon rocket ain't what it appears to be.
Ain't what it appears to be. Ain't what it appears to be.
This old moon rocket ain't what it appears to be, because it was baked in a kiln in Japan. Yay! Thanks, Hobo Dan. That was fun credible. And the truth. Uh-oh, someone's ringing the doorbell. To the safe room, kid. To the safe room. Okay, that's all the time that we have for now. We'll be back with more reading later. Until then, the most important part of reading is reading between the lines.
I find it crazy that this was like
Karaoke machine? Wait a minute, that's it! We'll turn this place into a karaoke bar! Oh man, that's the best idea since they faked the moon landing.
okay, cut. There's Mad TV saying it too.
Wow, Neil Armstrong. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a tape delay and with all solar winds.
If they said it, it's got to be true. You know, I'm convinced this is more relevant than the news. It holds more weight for me than the news. All right, good thing I stopped it. All right, so one more thing. So that comes up.
Something longer. Yeah. I'm just looking for something to play on my way out. That's good. Yeah, here we go. All right, cool. We'll just do this. All right. Well, I'm getting out of here. It's late. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Give this a thumbs up, post it, share it. I'll give you guys a shout out. Drew Duncan, Jehovah, 82, JJ Johnson. You people are the best. Morgan, Sean Osborne, Aurorian. Okay. Han World. Yeah. It was a great, fun stream, even though it was kind of sloppy. But we still had fun. Next time we'll try using StreamYard again. I don't know. Restream glitches a lot for me. A lot. John Kelly. But I like having the chat over there. That's cool. I'm at Space Camp. This isn't Space Camp. All right. Well, if I missed you, I didn't mean to miss you. And I can't stay. I can't stay up all night. I can't. We've been going for three hours and 15 minutes. I might go back and even edit it and make it shorter at some point, maybe, because there's a lot of parts I can just clip out that were messed up. But we still got the information out there. They probably won't even leave this up because they'll probably find some reason to copyright it or take it down. That's what happens with all this good stuff that people put up. All this stuff. You know, it's all great stuff. All right. Peace.
You made my mind freeze, and time stands still. No more going down the path, can't climb that hill. That's why I wrote this little rhyme that will cut you like a knife till you find that pill. I was still in the days, for many days within the maze to this pretty dame who I've been engaged for 5 years, 4 months and 20 days. Was until I came back that you went away. Cause when I came back I brought so many pains. You call me psycho, but you and I know I'm plenty sane. I was driving hella hot down the highway to heaven. My life is like a skyscraper on 9/11. Been gifted a Rolex, no time like the present. About to win this whole pop with an up, 2 deuces 7. Yeah, 7 deuce off, shit, motherfucker. I get so oblivious, so insidious. I get so vindictive. Use an idiot running with little kids playing cowboys and Indians. You said you'd be my friend until the end, but in the end you just jump ship. So take all the product that I bought you and rub it on your tits. I'm out of pocket like an alcoholic, having withdrawal fits. All bets are off, let it off my chest. Don't test my offense, I'd be better off if I let her on. But I'm never soft, cause my leather's strong. And if the weather's hot, then my sweater's off. And if my cheddar's off, I'ma set it off. Yeah, bitch, I'ma fucking set it off. Cause I drop it like it's hot, then I rock the house. I speak tongue in cheek, you talk cock and mouth. Smoke so much weed, I got cotton mouth. You love me so much speed, I'ma have to comp announce. Finish on the floor, cause we fell off the couch, over the counter and off the shelf. We gon' make it rain to stop the drought. I get so oblivious, so insidious. I get so vindictive. Use an idiot running with little kids playing cowboys and Indians. You said you'd be my friend until the end, but in the end you just jump ship. So take all the product that I bought you and rub it on your tits. Oh no, there he goes again. He's so oblivious, so impervious to the fact that he's only scribbling riddles in the middle of Leviticus. To this chick he's twittering. Say hello to my little friend drizzling like a Vietnam movie. You drop the bomb on me every time you pass the bong to me. It just dawned on me, what an anomaly. Our astronomy, it's a comedy, and synonymously it's a tragedy. And it's so sad to me to see your reaction, bending over backwards just to get back that attraction. I'd be happy with that, but take a stab at the fraction. You was my soon to be, now on the track. You has been, you took advantage, I took you for granted. You could never fathom how bad I've been damaged. I get so oblivious, so insidious. I get so vindictive. Use an idiot running with little kids playing cowboys and Indians. You said you'd be my friend until the end, but in the end you just jump ship. So take all the product that I bought you and rub it on your tits. Eating chicken and waffles with this bitch who was awful, man. Yeah, now for a good time. Chopping me a potato and offer up red Costco in this nacho line. I was eating steak and pancakes when I made a mistake, and I had to swallow my pride. I put my foot in my mouth and started hoofing it out to make up for that lost time. Now I'm making up for it. Better late than never. Catch me on the flip side.
Alright, one more thing. One more thing while I'm here. Alright. Let's see if it's going to show up. Just while I'm thinking of it, because I want to fit it on the stream. I knew I was forgetting something. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. Showing it. So I had it up there. Oh, I had it up there, I think. Sorry. So pictures of the front, pictures of the bottom of frying pans. One of these pictures is actually a picture of the moon, supposedly, allegedly. And one of them is a picture of the bottom of a frying pan. Moon or frying pan. Moon or frying pan. So they're basically showing you pictures of frying pans and telling you that it's the moon. That's what they're doing. Wow. These pictures of moons and planets are really cool. Looks like planets and moons, right? These are pictures of old frying pans. That's basically it. I just wanted to add that. People left. Sorry. I said bye to everybody. I love yous all. All right. But I am getting out of here now. I can do this all night, but I figured the frying pan thing is valid. Definitely valid. People are like, oh, he's still on? Yeah. Yeah, he's still on. This is my channel. Do this all day, all night. This is pretty cool. All right, guys, later. I'm out of here now. For real. I'm really out of here.
Booking gigs all week for these guys. It's like I'm a fucking band manager now. All this is fucking weird. Yeah, we need to change that lyric.